Alrighty, let us get this party started. Welcome to Fanfiction Contempt Theater 9003, everyone. I'm your host, Sneaky Devil. We got Norwegians, we got Indians, we got people from Chicago, and Texas.
At some point, we may have. I'm trying to think. What's
Diversity.
someone that would never appear on this show?
Russians.
Ugandan, I guess.
I mean, you've had Starland on,
Someone
haven't you?
famous and popular to boost our ratings.
Zero from Super Smash Brothers.
Sure.
Alright, so I'm not crazy. It is Atin that's just really fucking quiet.
He kind of is, though.
Yeah, not for me.
Well, no,
But I
so
think I would
the
turn
thing is that I was like, is it just my volume that's weird, or is it Atin that's just being quiet? And then Arn starts talking. I'm like, nope, I can hear Arn at completely normal volume at unchanged meters on him, and Atin's just super fucking quiet.
I moved it slightly closer to my mouth.
All right, so we're gonna have some fun times tonight, and by fun times, I mean you're probably going to want to kill me. After all of this, import bookmarks. Fuck off, Chrome. Why are you even asking to import bookmarks from Internet Explorer? Do I even have Internet Explorer on this computer anymore?
I mean, yes. I don't think Microsoft lets you get rid of it.
Yeah, it's
or they might have forcibly installed Edge.
No, I do have Internet Explorer on here. Do I have Edge?
Yeah. They probably forced. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't have Edge. I have Internet Explorer. No Edge. Yeah.
Weird.
You have Internet Explorer.
I have Edge. Do you have?
No, I don't have Edge. I have Internet Explorer.
No, he's talking about himself.
I have both. Yeah, like Windows 10 should have both.
Beep beep.
Can I uninstall Edge? Hang on.
Like, for some reason.
guys. Oh nope, can't uninstall it.
Yeah, no, I was like, I'm pretty
sure
Ted won't install. I was like, I missed the days of Windows 95 when it was like, I want to uninstall this critical component of Windows, and it would just be like, you probably shouldn't do this, but we're not gonna stop you.
Yeah,
we're just gonna warn you.
Yeah, but I think
do it if you wanted to, right? You can.
I think they stopped
System
letting you
32.
do that because, well, retards will be retarded.
I get why they took that stuff out. I'm just annoyed.
Wait, I can uninstall fucking Internet Explorer?
Oh, okay, you know what? Let's go. Yeah, oh, wow! Oh, wow!
It sounds bad.
What did he find?
I added this story to our list back in 2016, and now we will finally cover it.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Underplay Creations is right though.
Your computer might doesn't have Edge, but this upcoming story does. Well, you are correct, Underplayed Creations, because
Guys, do you think they named it Microsoft Edge to reach out to the 14-year-old demographic?
Yeah, probably.
Yes, thank you, phone, for informing me that Sneaky's gone live. I could never have guessed this information.
Alright, so it's a Harry Potter Ruby crossover.
Tuning out.
Let me just fucking...
Right, I'm out.
Goddamn... There we go.
Oh. Oh no.
Stout tastes like shit. Excellent. A shit beer I probably pissed off so many people in that fucking microsecond.
Don't think anyone really cares, honestly.
Called stout beer. I know.
Nobody here cares.
Okay, beer and stout aficionados everywhere just read simultaneously.
Listen.
Yes, we've got so many of those watching our show.
Yeah.
We should, honestly.
Like, people who work like pipes and shit in fucking the UK, those are the people who drink stouts. Or like 50, like, you have to be at least above the age of 50 and below the age of 80 to drink a stout. You can't be more than 80, otherwise you can't process it at all. Your body just gives up.
It tastes like burnt.
Oh yeah, drink too much of it and you're gonna have like issues shitting in the morning. I have no idea why, but it works that way.
Like, it doesn't taste like burnt anything. It just, like, tastes like the concept of burnt.
Yeah. Like if I was to eat burn, this would be burn.
This is the flavor
This is
of what
wet
burn
burn.
is. This is wet burn.
Listen, the only
I mean-
stout people fucking drink is Guinness, and that's because it has so much fucking chocolate in it that makes up for like it basically now tastes like burnt chocolate instead of just burn.
There's an energy drink here called Burn. So I just like, doesn't sound too bad. Except that it tastes like shit, so...
Oh yeah.
God,
fucking all
yeah.
stout tastes like-
Oh God, I can't follow. Oh.
Yeah, see, how in it? The reason that stouts are for old
Mm.
people and people with no taste.
Jesus Christ! It tastes like someone distilled the concept of burnt. God, I can't
it
even
like
taste
I would
the
say-
maple.
It
Oh.
tastes like burnt tires, is what I'd say.
Okay, you know what? Actually, yeah. Now you
it's the
say
South
that.
African special then.
Oh my God! Fucking 14th #1 Brew Star Co. Fucking no, you
Wow.
ain't. Fucking Jesus Christ. Serve at 50 degrees. God, I want to shoot myself if I have to warm
Yeah,
it.
50 degrees. Just fucking tip the can over and let it serve itself into the ground.
Yeah, holy shit. I'm afraid if I pour this outside over my plants, they're gonna die.
They probably are.
They're gonna like fucking spontaneously combust and then fucking die. Alright,
They'll all. become
let's move
burnt
on
up.
to the cider, which I know is objectively 1,000 times better because I drink this all the time.
Hell yeah. Don't worry. After drinking a few ciders, you'll even finish off the stouts. Don't worry about it.
Alright, yeah. I mean, after I finish off this bottle of vodka, too, I should probably be drunk enough to finish the stouts.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Anyway, let's get to this fucking story now that we're ready. Rise!
No.
Harriet Potter has enough of the corrupt wizarding world and the manipulative headmaster trying to dictate her life. Determined to leave this world, she uses a ritual to throw herself into a different one with a fresh start, to gain power, to be strong and feared. Female Harry is Cinderfall. A drama adventure.
You know what? At least it doesn't have hurt comfort in there.
Oh, don't
That's-
worry. Probably will.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure
they
it'll
want
have it
character.
anyway, but it's not like listed, so there's a vague hope.
Yeah. Then we put it through fucking Flipper, see what you get.
Hello, everybody. I am here with something different. This is actually my first challenge piece I decided to do, presented by King of Geth.
Why?
No.
Somehow, the challenge is even worse than the story.
I always love when you see challenges from people for a fandom when it's like, yeah, I'm the King of Geth, so clearly I'm a giant Mass Effect fan. What is my challenge for? Harry Potter.
Listen.
Harry
The
Potter
first
Ruby.
challenge I remember getting was from a guy called the Return King. All right, and the challenge was Naruto harem One Piece.
I mean, you lost me by
Right.
Naruto, so...
Yeah. You lost me at the end.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Naruto harem One
Naruto
Piece.
stories can be good, and I have read good Naruto stories.
Naruto harem One Piece. He said all three words.
Yeah, I know. That, yeah.
All four, technically.
Well, One Piece. One's a
Yeah.
number, so.
There was also a word in One Piece title.
Well, fuck yeah, it's a fuck. Like for me, it's one word. I don't give a shit. I'll say One
Anyway,
Piece and
so...
One Piece.
And One Piece is one word. Right next to shit.
One episode.
So anyway,
I
the
miss-
original challenge of this story was Harriet Potter knew the wizarding world would turn on her after she defeated Voldemort. So she turns to forbidden magic that has been lost to time and used a spell to travel to a random dimension. Let's hope the wizarding world is ready for Cinderfall. Like I said,
so he just inverted it.
somehow the challenge. No.
No,
Somehow the challenge is even worse than what this author is writing. So the challenge is saying it's a random dimension, but that random dimension has to be Ruby, and Cinderfall either ends up in the Wizarding World, or Harriet Potter ends up as Cinderfall in the Ruby World, then comes back to the Wizarding World.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Both options are terrible, honestly.
People are getting ready for tomorrow already. Outside sounds like an American school.
I mean, hey, 4th of July. It's actually 4th of July here. So,
Bonus round, boys.
Happy birthday, boys.
Oh, thank you, Arn.
You know, gotta be nice to my homies.
I will not stake my claim on this challenge. Is that even a thing? Like, I have taken this challenge.
Yeah.
No one else is allowed to write this idea anymore. Do not steal!
It's a thing, and literally nobody cares except the author who took the challenge.
Of course. See, now I actually made a challenge. I did it.
Why?
I committed
Why?
the sin. It's a crack story for Ruby, right? So, the challenge was, we all know that now that has been confirmed finally, that we all know that Ruby's semblance is that she turns into rose petals, flies somewhere really fast, and then turns from rose petals back into a person. My challenge was something goes wrong, each rose petal turns into a miniature Ruby, like, thumb-sized maybe, right?
Oh yeah.
That's the challenge. Now there's like
The good
100
old-
thumb-sized
Nah,
rubies
fucking-
running around. Go.
Yeah. Is that an anime trope?
Is
A
it?
bunch of chibi characters just fucking running about. I've seen that a couple
I
times.
have literally never heard of that before.
I fucking can't say a source, but I've seen it definitely.
But I thought that was funny, and I thought that was like an actual not edgy as fuck challenge. Just like, Team Ruby now has to deal with 100 thumb-sized rubies. And they can't turn her back into a larger ruby unless multiple thumb-sized rubies agree to fuse.
I would say, but see, the thing that would make that great is like, right, one of them finally convinces another one that like, yes, we should group back up, but that just gives you like a thumb and a half sized ruby.
Yeah, exactly. And then she starts bossing around all the smaller rubies.
But that see Sneaky, then the real question becomes, what happens if the smaller rubies get sick of her shit and kill her?
Well, that can't happen because it's Ruby, so...
I mean, you split a human being
it's
into
cute
multiple tiny
theory.
pieces, you can do whatever you please.
I mean, apparently she can now split other people into roses, so fucking... Holy shit, that's some escalation going
Sneaky,
on there.
there's an even better way to take that story. The first time she does it, she accidentally does it to one of her teammates.
She does it on purpose to one of her teammates.
No, Sneaky, I'm saying the first, like...
The
mini-me's are
chibi
not
explosion?
her.
Yes.
Yeah, the chibi explosion is Weiss, or Blake, or Yang, or better yet, Nora.
Okay, actually...
Nor
That's
would be
actually an idea
amazing.
now, right? Because I can see this situation panning out, right? Weiss and Ruby start talking about Ruby's semblance, right? Weiss being smart, trying to get Ruby to do multiple things, somehow, some way, convinces Ruby to try turning back into a person after she's split in half, her roses in half, right? So now there's two Rubies, but they're both smaller. And Ruby's like, now I can do twice the things and eat twice the cookies. And then realizing that, she splits again. Reconvenes, proceeds to split all of her teammates as well. So now we got a bunch of fucking, like, child-sized Team Rubies running around.
Oh my god. Or Sneaky, here's the way to make that joke great. Only do it like 2 times, maybe, so that they're all still right. They all just lose like maybe an inch or 2. So it confuses the hell out of the entire school, as there's just 3 Blakes, 3 Yangs, 3 Rubies, 3 Weisses just running around. Blake, didn't I just see you in the cafeteria? I have no idea what you're talking about. I've been in the library all day.
What about libraries?
Oh, hi, Max. I was just explaining my crack idea for Ruby, because this person apparently decided to take up a Harry Potter Ruby challenge in which Harry Potter is female, travels to another dimension, and turns into Cinderfall.
And I helped Sneaky take his crack idea to a much, much more entertaining dimension.
Indeed.
Okay.
So, anyway, blah, 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 blah. I changed the prompt. You all saw it. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, I'm still working on my other stories. Stop asking me if I'm working on my other stories just because I started a new one. Warnings, female Harry. Why is that a warning?
Because the concept is terrible.
Dark female Harry. Bisexual Harry. Dumbledore. Some Weasley. Ministry. And order bashing. I might make more warnings in the future.
Imagine that.
Yeah, let's fuck around with Femme Harry is Cinderfall idea. No, it's not. Let's not never say we ever
No,
did.
but you shut the fuck up, Andros. You little fuck.
Trash monster.
Yeah, literal trash man. You fucking Danny DeVito of my server.
Female Harry is a warning because J.K. Rowling's a TERF. I mean, it's not trans Harry.
Yeah, it's just female Harry.
Harriet Potter, the girl who lived. Actually, no. Speaking of which, I'm at there used to be a story. It literally just updated again after like 5 years of no updates. It's called Harry Potter and the Curse of the Girl Who Didn't Live, or something like that, right?
Uh-huh.
And the premise of the story is that Harry is male, believes he's male, dresses like a male, talks like a guy, acts like a guy, everything. He's a guy. He's fully certain that he's a guy. He's got a dick, everything, right? However, for some reason, there is a curse on him now, where everyone who looks at Harry sees Harriet Potter instead. Whenever he's wearing jeans, it's actually a skirt to everyone else. You know?
Oh, see, I was gonna say, see, that's a little too much. Like, they could have just been like, it's skinny jeans.
Well, basically the magic adapts to whatever the people think he should be wearing for whatever occasion.
I would say, listen, that sounds entertaining, please.
And every single time he tries to tell someone about it, if they don't believe him, they forget he tried talking to them about it. But if they do believe him, they'll temporarily see through the illusion, be like, what the fuck, and then get MIB flashed and just go back to not believing him.
Well, how does it sound?
Bad.
That's beautiful.
Great. You sound fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, not you, the story idea. Sneaky, can you please link that for me?
Yeah, I'll try and find it.
You, Stanish, move the mic closer to your face. If possible.
Potter and the...
It's still far away. Stannis.
Give me 1 second, okay?
Oh, there you go.
Sure.
Fucking... What's it called? Emails help me out here. Harry and the Mysterious Curse of the Girl Who Lived. There we go. Unfortunately, it isn't too long, but I got a good chuckle out of it.
I would say, it sounds like something I can get a chuckle out of.
Alright. Is this any better?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, that's actually great.
Alright, so
Okay.
that's the story I was reading. It went a very long time without updating. It just updated again.
There is a story, for the first time in forever, I saw a story get updated. And I liked it back when my taste was pretty cringe. It's the Poison Naruto story. Has anybody read that?
Oh yeah. I just can't get back into it.
Dude, it was good for its time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but now I feel like I need someone else to write it because it feels like the writer hasn't grown at all.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
pretty much.
I haven't, honestly. Stuck in fucking Groundhog Day.
Yeah, but that poison one, and then he gets like the rat summoning technique.
Yeah.
That was actually, it was like pretty good. And then like going back and reading it again, I was like, the writing on this is not great. But like, also I love all of the ideas.
Right.
Wait,
Right.
rat summoning? Bubonic plague no jutsu.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
indeed.
he's like the whole point is that he's like a poison's master in the making.
Kind of cringe, but okay.
How is that cringe?
Because I said so.
Yeah, you're not the arbiter of cringe though.
I kinda am though.
No, you're not. Spoons,
No.
man.
I don't know, Arn. That's a pretty cringe opinion to have.
Says the cringe man himself.
You violated our cringe NAP.
You violated the cringe law. Prepare to pay the fine or be thrown in jail.
Oh yes, but that breaks my own NAP, and I would be required to defend myself with lethal force.
That's
All right,
very
alright.
unbased of you.
Your NAP.
I don't really care. You look like you've been eating way too many sweet rolls, buddy.
You don't break them pretty legs of yours.
Me and Sneaky could kill you just by sitting on you, okay?
Yeah, fucking fat ass.
It's over.
I do in fact weigh 2.5 Arns. We've measured this out.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
no.
we're all-
Yeah, it's over. He sits on your chest and it's over.
The question is more, can you approach?
Yeah?
Yeah, we just like dress up as like anime girls and you lose your
Shit.
little shit. You
God
know?
fucking
Come your little
damn it!
panties.
That's not what I'm drinking!
Oh,
And you know, we
no,
approach
Gray,
you
Gray,
and,
you're not allowed to say that. Shut the fuck up. Never again.
and as we approach you and you lose your shit because two fairly attractive women are approaching you, you know, because I mean, sorry, if I'm gonna be a woman, I'm gonna be an attractive fucking woman, right?
You gonna get a golf club?
Oh yeah, motherfucker, it's gonna look good. Everything will look good. I've already got the man
my
titties
God.
for it, okay? So we just start to ask him about Azur Lane and it's over, you know?
God damn it. Where the fuck is the Brazilian?
No, what you have to do is you have to lure him in by offering him some Belfast or Prince cosplay.
Oh my, yeah.
He
God.
won't
I
be able to
know.
resist.
What we gotta do is, shit, we'll do, fuck, what is that called? We'll be just like, hey man, tell me all about Azur Lane. Like, I want to hear about it. And since you're a dude, and the idea of a woman, like, trying to talk to you and thinking something you say is interesting is tantamount to, like, finding, I don't know, the City of Dreams. You know, you'll spout off and never stop being able to talk, and we've got you.
God fucking damn it, dude. Oh,
Am I wrong at all in there?
I don't know, Stanish. I think your plan heavily relies on the idea that he'll be able to talk to someone else in real life.
Ooh.
oh, alright, shut the fuck up. I have more real life friends than you. Genuinely. Shut the fuck up.
I don't know about you, but my character sheet says gregarious. I get along with everybody.
Fuck. God
I'm
damn
so
it.
affable. I don't know why everyone hates me.
No, that's because you got like shit. What is the one? Oh, there's like a trait in CK2 where just everybody hates you. Oh, arbitrary is the one that everybody hates.
Oh, good.
Fuck. We're gonna have to ask the Brazilian to clip all that, or not, honestly.
Indeed. Harriet
God.
Potter wasn't surprised with how things were turning out. In fact, considering how history and past events played out, she would have been surprised if it hadn't happened, because that would have meant that they, the wizarding community of Britain, were breaking the trend. By the way, that's one fucking sentence. That the cycle of blind heroism, one day and mindless betrayal the next, was being bucked, and that their sheepy... I'm kind of want to have this author assassinated in Minecraft now for making me read that word out loud.
In Minecraft.
Well, not in Minecraft. I do it in Roblox, honestly.
Honestly, I just want him to commit a wreckful in Minecraft.
Oh.
Topical.
Ooh, that's a bit on the nose.
I mean,
technically, I guess it's spit on the neck, but you know. That's sort of blah 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 blah. Following the loudest voices was being lost, and that they could possibly actually make some progress in their culture and way of thinking, but they were too far gone.
Oof. This oh god, this sounds like a progressive preaching to conservatives, okay?
It was made in
like,
2010.
Yeah, this sounds like someone from
Yeah.
Tumblr who's like, I am sick of all these conservatives
Actually, sorry, 2016.
telling me
oh
what...
yeah, 2016.
Oh,
yeah,
oh, that's
yeah,
literally
yeah,
perfect.
Yeah.
That's literally that's the year everybody
Wait.
got woke.
No, I
wait,
no this
November
reads
10th.
far more like just. This reads far more like just got into history in high school and actually got past the American Civil War. Right? I think that's what
maybe.
this is. Like
You said it was uploaded November 10th, 2016?
yeah.
Yeah, is that day after?
Oh,
election,
yeah.
I think.
That's like the
Couple days
day
after.
the day after. Isn't it November 7th is election day, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think it's
Early
November 7th. I'm pretty sure it's November 7th. So it's like
Yes.
the
Yeah.
day after that it had been confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were just like furiously typing, I hate Donald Trump, I must write progressive fanfiction. People.
Britain is lost.
Yeah, when was the
Britain
Brexit
is
vote?
lost.
When was the
I
Brexit vote?
I don't know.
Um,
Harriet was not surprised at
June
all.
2016.
The wizarding
Yeah.
world of Britain was so archaic, isolationist, corrupt, that it kept running the same ignorant cycles over and over again that would lead to its self-destruction. She had a feeling that with either this cycle or the next would lead to the complete collapse of the entire British wizarding society. And it deserved...
You know, she's not wrong. It's pretty shittily run.
I mean, it
Yeah,
was
well,
also
yeah,
dreamed
obviously.
up by a person who doesn't even understand that we live in a society. So,
Game rise up.
I
We
am
live-
unsurprised.
Hey, but certain takes that she's been given pretty based.
Only some of them.
Only
Only
of them.
some. It's like a
Yeah.
10%.
Yeah, most of them are fucking...
Most of them are pretty cringe.
Unsurprisingly, her only base takes are the ones that directly impact her.
Yeah, right.
It's weird
True,
how that
true.
happens.
Yeah, right. I mean, she's a boomer, so it isn't surprising she would have like one or two takes that would just like make people
Yeah, wait, isn't she like Gen X though?
No, she's like, how old is Rowling? 46?
She's like at least no, she is not 46.
54.
Yeah, see, she's older than my mom. I know for sure. I knew sure she was older than my
Wait,
mom.
Gen X.
My parents are older
1965 to 1980,
than... Oh.
and she was born in 65.
Oh, so she's Gen X?
So she's right on the edge.
Yeah,
She's
in
a
between,
Generation Boomer. Generation X
She's
Boomer.
like Yeah, she's right on the
There,
edge.
wait, now she wait, no, now she sounds Mega Man-y. Generation Boomer X.
That's way more based. You take the good and the good from both and mix them.
What good?
except she's
Except,
yeah.
yeah. Hey, I mean,
Dear.
okay, we like to shit on her, but she did give us Harry Potter to fuck around with.
And it deserved to
both good and
fall
bad.
and burn. If she were still here when it happened, then she would smile gleefully. It had done nothing for her, taught her all the wrong lessons, and if she wasn't so determined to leave, she would have eventually brought it upon herself to tear it down, kicking and screaming. Okay, Antifa,
Come
you need
on,
to calm the fuck
Harriet.
down.
You want to become a boogaloo boy, Harriet.
She probably could prop herself up as their leader, their ruler. It would be
Right
easy
stuff.
to do, as Voldemort had
Now
almost
she sounds
done
like
it.
Hitler.
I know, right? This society is corrupt, and it must burn, and I shall lead from the ashes!
Yeah, like an eagle.
What the hell did I miss?
Harry Potter is Hitler. Harry Potter is Benito Mussolini.
She'll make the train run on time.
No, Harry Potter's Cheeto.
Oh my god. Sitting alone in the Black Library, Harriet Potter turned another page in the book she was reading. Her
Yo, does anybody
golden...
remember the crack fic where they gave Hufflepuff the Communist Manifesto?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of which, Sneaky,
No?
I know the Black Library is a thing
Yep.
in, like, Harry Potter, but all I can think of now is Harry Potter sitting around reading 40k books.
Fair enough. Also,
That'd be pretty fun.
I kind of want to see a minor one-shot crack fic where the Black family completely misinterprets the U.S. having a Black History Month.
That's thinking of me.
I see the comedy potential.
They go in February to holiday in the United States. Why? Because it's Black History Month. Oh my god, that's amazing! I can just imagine, like, just for the crack potential, like, Narcissa, Andromeda, all the family, right? Everybody, Sirius, all of them in, like, Florida, because it's February, so they went somewhere warmish.
Good. I'm glad that leaves you in joy.
That's fucking hilarious, man.
Her golden amber eyes free of glasses as she read the words and examined the pictures on the page.
So who fucked Lily to give her some amber eyes?
Hold the fuck up. Rewind here. So, how the author has written this sentence, the author is saying, not that she's not wearing glasses, but that her eyes are free of glasses when she's reading the words and pictures.
I'll have you know, my glasses are shackles. Don't call me glasses anymore. That's my slave name.
No, see, I imagine a pair of glasses, like, she's just enchanted a pair of glasses to just hover magically in front of her so that she doesn't have to bother with them.
That's worse. That looks
Yes, I
so much
know.
more cringe.
I
Like
know.
bobbing along with
That's
you as
my
you walk
point.
around your everyday.
It's an even dumber version of the Google
No, what you gotta
glasses.
do is you gotta use that on a mad scientist, right? So you know how, like, the classic mad scientist wearing that headgear with, like, the 9 different microscopes on it?
Yeah.
Instead, they're all fucking orbiting his head, and whenever he wants to look at something closer, like, they'll
See,
magically
that'd be
rearrange
cool.
themselves in front of him.
No. That's cool. That's like
Exactly.
an NPC in Dungeons and Dragons that's gonna give you a good quest or give you an item.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, run with that. The idea of, like, just glasses being held up to your face because you don't want to wear them is pretty cringe, because just imagine that person going about their everyday life.
Indeed. Do American wizards from Harry Potter start strapped? I think they should, honestly. Like wizards in America should, like, go in to get their wand, their first wand, and the wand maker's like, all right, yeah, here's your wand, here's your Glock. And the parents like, hold on, why did they get a Glock? And it's like, well, I mean, the wand's more dangerous, to be honest.
It's like, no. Hold on a minute. You're asking me why I gave your child something that can instantly kill someone if they're just taught the right words, and you're worried that I gave him a 9mm?
You're worried that I gave your kid a Glock over the fact that your kid can now turn your kitchen table into a pig?
Into
Or
a lion?
tiger?
Yeah.
Or a bear? Oh my!
You're more worried about the gun than the fucking wooden stick that can cut people's heads off and flame their skin?
Semi-automatic? I don't think anybody should have a semi-automatic weapon. I don't know what it means, but it
You know what?
sounds
You're right. They wouldn't get Glocks. They would get like fucking what's that one revolver from Colt? That classic Colt revolver.
I mean, what the
one pretty much every fucking the 1860.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what they
that'd be
get.
pretty based.
Fucking
That'd be based as
slaps an
fuck.
1860 revolver.
Wait a second. That thing would blow a kid's arm back. Like, imagine a kid trying to shoot that.
Right, exactly.
Oh god.
They can
Fucking
only get like
snaps
one or
their
two
elbow.
shots off before someone raises their wand.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it'd be based as hell if American Wizards were as based as American people. And I mean the based American people. Let's
Well,
be clear here.
The
I mean,
actual
according to
American
Rowling, the American Wizards drove out all of the long-nosed, wrinkly people who controlled the money.
evil. The bankers.
Yeah, those bankers of ambiguous origin.
Yeah.
It's like the Nemoidians in Star Wars.
I was just like, holy shit, Rowling. And it was like, yeah, it was like a
Oh,
fucking genocide.
General Grievous.
Like, it
We
wasn't
need you to help our cause.
Well, here's the thing, right?
hand
When I-
rubbing
Think about the
intensified.
Nemoidians, right? When I first saw Nemoidians, right? I was like, wait, hold on. When did episode 1 come out?
It was like
2001?
1999 or 2001.
No, it was like 2001, I think.
No, it was 99.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Sneaky.
Yeah,
My first
look
thought
my
was
dick.
like,
So right, here's the thing, right?
that's all. That's what's orange for. Okay, calm down.
Fuck off.
I would have seen it, right? When I first saw Star Wars, because I wouldn't have seen episode 1 in the theaters. I was a little too young at that point. But, I probably saw it a year or two later, maybe, right? I had no idea that the Nemoidians were racist as hell. But I got news for you. By the time we got around to Harry Potter, all those kids definitely knew what the goblins were.
Yeah, 100%.
It took me a while to get it. I just didn't. I literally. I don't know why, but like, I think it's because like I was raised like uber religious Christian, but
Right.
like Jews aren't like a very distinct people to me. Like growing up.
Yeah,
Especially-
I mean,
well, no, for the Nemoidian thing, it was really only obvious in, like, after I got on the internet and I started seeing all these, the hand-wringing memes and whatnot, and the how they talk
I
memes.
mean,
like,
it's
when
really
I started seeing
obvious when you
those,
hear their voice, though. Like Jews, it's like okay, you made them nasally, right? But
well, see,
Japanese
that's
people
the
to
thing.
English speakers,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, the Republic Jedi coming to kill us.
I mean, yes, but
It's like-
the thing
Oh my
is
God.
Couldn't be
that
more on the nose. We are the Trade Federation. We just got through a big boom in the economy of Japan. Very good,
no, but it's twofold for me at least. Because since I was in South Jersey, we had the worst fucking accent in existence, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, really,
Jersey.
it's Italian mixed with New York, Irish, and dock worker. Okay, it is,
What the fuck?
and the South gets thrown in there, just like sprinkled about, like y'all will be used occasionally. It's just like, what the fuck?
I mean, it makes sense
What
for
a
like South Jersey
combination.
because people don't understand that South Jersey is very distinct from North Jersey.
Oh, and very
Like, there's a
much
reason
so.
Jersey is the Garden State. It's pretty green, all things considered.
Not only that,
Like-
we have lots of provisions in New Jersey of like, if even a fourth of an acre of your property is being used to grow renewable foods, it's considered farmland, and we get massive tax breaks. And so
Oh,
there
nice.
is massive swaths of farmland, even inside developments, because people are just like, why wouldn't I?
I mean, I get free food. It's not super hard to maintain certain vegetables. Like, you're just doing potatoes. Potatoes aren't like
Right.
the
right.
most hard fruit. You go out every couple of days and look at them and
Well, I
make
mean,
sure
so
they're
you
not
not-
You
getting.
can do things like potatoes, carrots,
Carrots.
like
A lot of the the spuds and
Yeah.
roots
and
that
on
just
top of that,
they're not what's called.
pretty much like maybe every 15 or so miles you'll get a flea market, but then you have your especially big established flea markets where people come in from like hours away every Sunday to go to. And
yeah. We have like two or three out
that
here.
is the thriving black market, let me tell you.
Yo, flea markets are the bomb. We have like at least, so you know, my area of North Carolina is pretty population dense, right? So I think within like 50 miles of here, I'd say like there's like 8, and 3 of them are like hardcore. Every Saturday, it's full of people.
Yeah.
And then going to Texas, I remember going to this flea market. It was a fucking city. It was literally like a whole fucking, like you could see it from miles out. You could see the flea market.
Yep.
Because you know it's Texas, so it's all flat land, and there was no trees, so like you could literally see it. And then like people were in there with like go-karts and shit, like driving around. I'm not joking. It was like literally a city, man.
Now this is what I'm about to say is not racist. It's a complete factual statement. So the black guy is who you go to for all your stolen shit. That like it's the store products that you just want cheaper. That's the black guy.
Here's the Mexicans.
The Chinese guy is the guy with all the knockoff shit. The Russian has everything but electronics. You buy it out of his van, you don't ask questions. The white guy has the electronics. It doesn't matter the game or the system, he has it in his van, don't ask questions. And it is just that times like 20, and then you'll have all the genuine people surrounding them, blending them in. And
yeah, so it depends, but like generally, so it depends on what part of the city or like what part of the state, especially. So like I know there's one out in like Denver, which is like 2 towns away from here, right? In Denver, there's a huge one though. Like everybody from Charlotte, everybody from Gastonia, which are the 2 big cities, right in my area, go there, right? So at that one, it's like mostly Spanish people, which is crazy because Denver, Gastonia, and Charlotte's majority black. Denver's majority white. Gastonia is like a mix of like whites and Latinos, but like not even a lot. But everybody at that, what's called, like there's like 80% Spanish people run that flea market. And then there's like 10% white people and then like 10% black people. But it's really funny because all those tropes are fulfilled, but just different nationalities of Spanish people.
Exactly, yeah. So this is...
So just real quick, one of the things about Chicago is, right? Listen, Chicago doesn't really have flea markets.
Okay.
We have, like, obviously there are some, but it's guys who are set up out of a van.
Right.
The reason the phrase back of the van price exists is because of Chicago.
Okay.
You don't ask questions about why the PS4 in the back of the van is $200.
You just buy the PS4 in the back of the van.
Yes. You don't ask questions why this man has an entire white panel van full of Jimmy Dean's sausage biscuits still in the wrappers. You just buy some Jimmy Dean sausage biscuits.
I've seen some shit like that, man. It's pretty hilarious. When it's like one good, especially, it's like, okay, bud, I see what you're doing here.
But
I respect the hustle, but I'm gonna buy.
It's like, however, I want those sausage biscuits. But what's even more impressive is this dude will be like this particular individual. He must have been very good at finding like refrigerated trucks that were breaking down because his white panel van had like an industrial AC unit in it to keep that thing at like -5.
Nice.
Damn, that's beautiful.
But
he opened the door and there was frost on the doors and he's like, "You want some sausage?" I was like,
yes.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hungry.
He's like, no, they're still in the box. And they're still in the plastic seal. I was like, oh, yeah, here's $2 and I got a box.
Yeah, there you go. So, another little funny little tidbit about New Jersey is we have laws concerning the flea market buildings. We have no laws concerning the flea market.
That's sort of become a thing here. Like, it used to be no laws concerning anything, but now it's like, yeah, we just want you to not do anything in this place. But,
Like,
outside of this
example-
place, you can do whatever you want.
For example, there was this gun shop that was like, yeah, no, like, you have to have an ID, and you have to be this old, and, blah, 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 all these regulations. And then they're like, we also have a branch outside, which, technically, I'll just pretend I didn't tell you about. It's like, bruh.
Yeah.
But this is the level of zero shits given by New Jerseyites. So, there was me and two friends. Max has heard this story before. Max knows what I looked like back in senior year.
Which story is this?
No.
Where I chased my friend through the flea market with a gun.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, you told me this one, you fucking moron.
Why would you do this?
How did
This
you
is
not
really
die?
stupid.
So, I had purchased a BB gun. However, the BB gun had all of its, BB, notifiers not on it. It was a replica gun that shot BBs.
You mean a
We don't
cop
actually
trap,
need those
essentially?
things here.
Yes. I mean, it was $10, so I thought it was good.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, my other friend buys a machete. Not a fake machete, an actual machete that does machete things.
Well, hang
By
on,
the way,
I'm
let's
sorry.
be clear,
I want
this
to
was
back
all
up. Why would
commercially
you?
available in
Of, yeah, in flea markets. I just want to know why
Yep.
would you think a flea market would sell a fake machete? What's wrong with flea markets up there?
What? Oh, because of the Chinese knockoff guy.
Sneaky. A machete is a slab of metal with a sharpened edge.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
it could be dull. This one wasn't.
I mean, I guess.
You're buying a bad knockoff.
Yes. So, anyway, my friend's got a machete, and I got what looks like a Remington 870.
See, I just don't know how you didn't get bopped by a fucking based boomer like in that church. You're real lucky you didn't get bopped.
No, you don't understand.
Okay?
I looked like I was part of the mafia.
No.
That's
hold on.
the point.
You're also forgetting the fact that this was Vermont. There are no base.
No, this is New Jersey.
Hippie Central.
No, this happened in New Jersey.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
this is how both inoculated and uncaring and apathetic people were. So there's this guy that looks like he's part of the local mob with a Remington 870, and his friend who's got military, like camo pants on,
Surplus military
gear, wielding a machete, and we are chasing.
Looks light as fuck.
And we are chasing our third friend through the flea market. And he is, like, nerdy as shit. He's got a fucking sweatshirt on, the fucking round glasses, the fucking bowl cut and shit, right? He looks fucking full panic mode, right? He's sweating, he's panting, he's shouting help, and we're just fucking sprinting through the flea market, shouting like, "Get back here, you piece of shit," and whatnot. Not a single fucking person even turned their head. In fact, people were getting in his way, not intentionally, but like they were just getting in his way as he's screaming for help. But then they hear me and my friend coming, and they look over and they just scoot over, fucking part like the goddamn Nile River.
I mean, that was a Red Sea, but sure.
Whatever.
Not my problem.
Not my problem. Just nobody, not a single fucking person. No phones came out. No, like, hey, let's grab these dudes. Nothing. Oh, nope, not having anything to do with this. God, I love New Jersey, but simultaneously hate it so much.
Yeah.
You two are fucking idiots, by the way.
We were teenagers. Of course we were idiots.
No. There's idiots, and then there's this.
Not much difference where Sneaky's concerned, I'm sorry to tell you.
It really isn't.
Yeah. About the same.
That's a level of stupid I would attribute to just about no one, okay?
Except Sneaky.
I'm
would you
still
say-
alive, aren't I?
Sneaky's very unique.
Ugh, you sound like one of those Tumblr girls. I'm quirky. I'm different.
No, listen. Unlike those strange Tumblr girls, he is quirky and he is unique. All of them in bad ways, but it is a true statement.
Look, no, dude, look, my life is literally an anime story, okay? My first girlfriend was a girl who I met online after contacting a fanfiction writer that I read the story of because he was writing a story about the place I lived. And when we played a game together, the sister of the guy he was friends with came on and played with us, and I gave her a photo of me, and then she later showed her mom while her mom was having a dinner date with an old friend from college, who then saw that photo and realized that I was her student.
That's hilarious.
Also, that you'd banged her in the 7th grade. Because, that's how anime works.
Ah, yes.
I banged
well
my
there.
teacher in the 7th grade?
Obviously.
Yeah, that's
I
just
mean,
how
We're
yeah.
all
trying to
anime
work
been,
for the
right?
Shotacon tag, okay?
God.
That's why we have Arn here, okay?
Motherfucker.
Sounds like every situation involving Sneaky. Hey, Sneaky, how did you do that? I don't know, but I'm still alive, aren't I?
I mean, are you? Are you
Who
alive?
kicked me?
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
I'm
know.
alive.
Fuck you, Arn. I know it was you.
It
Was
probably
it
Arn.
though?
It
Yeah,
was
probably
you.
Arn.
It was
was me.
probably Arn.
Bitch.
yeah.
But
Motherfucker.
anyway,
Better
we
shut your
have
fucking
we have
mouth.
strayed from the topic, which
bitch.
thankfully.
Can't silence me.
So anyway,
Can't I?
I mean, actually, he does have the power to
Let's see about
silence
that.
you. Yeah, he
Silence
silenced
me, but you can't
himself.
silence the truth.
There you go. That's better. Look, buttons, okay. Alcohol.
You can silence me, but you can't silence the truth.
Yes, Danish. Very funny.
I mean, we can silence you and the truth by silencing you.
Yeah, exactly.
I am the truth, justice, and the American way.
I don't think that's how that works.
What's that? What's that?
Yeah,
You're
no.
back in general?
Oh, look, someone disconnected.
Wonder how that happened.
Bitch.
Anyway,
You're
so
such a
let's accelerate
bitch.
through this story now that we've got the gist of it being just edgy garbage.
Oh, please, it's not like you can't just get yourself back in. What I did was I threw you out of the house making sure you had a pair of keys.
What we discovered
Okay,
was
now, see,
that Harry Potter was Benito Mussolini.
Yeah.
so you say
And she was
that.
gonna make Britain great again.
My brother locked us
Make
out of the
James
house
Bond.
one time by trying to pick every single external door with a pencil.
Why?
Now that's a big brain move.
Just why?
I don't know, but he got graphite jammed into every single lock because it was wood pencils.
What a fucking idiot.
And we couldn't open any of the doors anymore.
I wish you would suck some fucking lead. Ugh.
Hey,
And-
that might have been the problem.
And so my father took
He has
our
a unique
chopping
taste.
axe and had to chop the door open.
Please tell me no one called the cops on this.
We
Why
live
don't
in
you
the
just
middle of
break a
fucking
window?
nowhere. Who the hell would call?
Why not just break one window?
Oh, because the
Windows
door
are
had to be
Windows are expensive.
the door had to be replaced anyway because he fucking
Why would
ruined-
the door have to?
What? Couldn't you just call a locksmith?
No, the
Yeah, I
problem
did
was
that
no.
the other. I had to call a locksmith the other day. It was $70. It was annoying, but he got there in like 30 minutes.
No, the problem was is that the entire fucking handle had to be dismantled. And
But you can do that with a screwdriver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of them I can do that with a screwdriver.
yes,
And, like, a
except
hammer
for
if
the
you
part
really have
where
to.
this door was custom built by the grandfather who had built the house in the first place, who had odd ideas about how things work.
Oh.
and
That
had
makes sense.
For a second, I thought you were
integrated.
gonna tell me that you had like a steel security door or
No,
something.
Yeah, is it like a
beneath it.
steel panel inside the wood? You
No,
can, like
he
crack out all the wood to get to it.
no, he basically drilled rods into the door, connected to the handle, so no one could ever like take off the handle.
What the fuck?
That's so stupid.
Interesting.
So
Everything you've said here has been retarded. I'll have you know.
I'll have you know that we set fire to a tree in the middle of a storm last time my family got together. So
In the middle of a storm?
Yeah.
How?
we set a trash can on fire and then threw it at the tree.
Okay, but why? How would that work in the middle of a storm?
I don't know.
There are ways.
It did.
Not enough water. In rain.
Yeah.
Dude, look, don't question me or my family's ability to set things on fire, all right?
Okay.
I just. I can
Fucking
only
Bakugo
say well
Jr..
done. Meanwhile, my
Fucking
family.
Uchihas.
Meanwhile, my family, we would forgetting the keys was a fairly common occurrence for us. So we just always made sure that. So there was a first floor window that was pretty high up, but
Uh-huh.
you could stand on the like the electric meter to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
So we always just left that window open. But I always was the one who had to do it because I was the only one small enough to get through the window still.
Yeah, you're a scrawny little fuck.
I mean,
I am.
We literally just have a code lock on the door.
I mean, that's
Which is a
great, but
Much better idea.
fabulous for you, Mr. Norwegian. This was a house in an unincorporated town
Mm.
at the end of a fucking block
Yeah.
in the middle of the early 2000s. Code locks were
Yeah.
not readily available.
I mean, not my problem.
Anyway, so blah blah blah, Harry's evil, blah blah blah, used magic,
Wait, what?
blah blah blah. Yeah, Harriet Potter was secretly evil all along because she was abused when she was a child. So she actually wanted to burn Britain down the entire time.
What does that say about abuse victims?
Blah blah blah. I mean, abuse victims are usually the most common people to perpetuate abuse.
No, I
against the next
know, but
generation.
like, if you say that shit to like a Tumblrite, they agree.
Well, yeah,
Well, yeah,
that's a natural state. Reading.
that's because they're not abuse victims.
They just think they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, that's true. Yeah.
They just see abuse everywhere.
You breathed on me. This is misogyny.
Dude, I literally had my roommate in college. He got yelled at for 15 minutes straight by some feminist in college when he held the door open for her.
Oh god, I remember that.
Why? That's
Yeah,
it has
Atin
nothing
was
I do that
literally
shit for,
at
like-
that college at that time too.
That's so retarded. So look at it like this. Like, I do that for just people all the time. Like, everyday people. I've done it for dudes. I've done it for chicks. It's just a nice thing to do.
It doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl. If somebody's coming after you, right? Like, if somebody's behind you and they're like 5 or 10 steps behind you, you just hold the door for them.
Yeah, but it's not even
just
that.
polite.
Atin, it was the IDX, and so it was like literally just like she was a step behind him, so he's like he just stretched his arm out and held the door open.
Okay. Oh, wait. Was this? Because this is actually important to the question too. Was this the entrance by the library, or was this the entrance down by Jenner?
No, it was by the. It was the concrete path. The campus.
Oh yeah,
campus.
That's an even better reason to hold that door open
Yeah.
because everyone who's been gone into the IDX knows that there's
Literally,
one door
yeah.
up by the campus,
Yeah.
like up by the rest of the campus, that closes like a normal door. The other two are like weighted so they close faster in the winter and they can fucking hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like... Yeah, I
Like,
don't...
Those doors did not fuck around in the speed at which they close. They were like, all right, nobody's actively holding me open. Time to close like a Star Trek pneumatic door.
Yeah, basically, but yeah, so it was just like it was the
What a
stupidest
cunt.
shit ever. Yeah, and he was telling me about this. I'm like, What did she expect you to do? He's like, I don't know. What did you want me to do? To like fucking slam it in her face or something? So she's equal and can open the door herself? It's like
Not hold it open? Like
Yeah, it's literally just common courtesy. It's nothing about like you're a woman, so you're weaker, and thus I must open the door for you.
especially on a college campus. I can't tell right, this is even more annoying because the college we went to had they had like what, Sneaky, 2 or 3 art programs? Because there was game design and there was like 2 other ones, right?
There was graphic design and art, yeah.
Yeah, because there was graphic design, there was the actual art, and then there was game art.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it was very, very common to see people hauling around drawing boards, paint tubes, right? Stuff
Laptops,
that's annoying and awkward. So you just hold
pads
the
for
door open.
writing, shit like that, all sorts of different stuff.
Yeah, but I'm talking specifically about like specifically oversized art equipment that's annoying to handle.
Yeah, no.
Like holding the door open is just
especially because the IDX led to the what was that room even called? The collective room, whatever it was, with the fireplace. Yeah. That's where like all of the art students would go to like just hang out and like do shit, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, pretty much everybody hung out in the fireside. No,
Fireside, that's what it was.
Yeah. Everybody hung out in fireside. Like you just like I've got like an hour between classes and I don't want to go back to my room. I'll just go chill in fireside.
The unspoken law was to make anyone that's sleeping to wake them up at 1.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that was fantastic about fireside was if you were chilling in fireside, you were literally 10 feet from the cafeteria.
Yeah.
So, oh man, I am hungry. Could go get a burger.
Have I seen the most recent video of the teenage girl and their mother who tried to force a woman to apologize for bumping into them?
Yeah, I heard about that.
I've never heard about that, and I don't want to.
I was just say I have heard literally nothing about this, and I don't care either.
She pulled a gun on
blah
them.
blah
She was
blah.
like, get the fuck out of my
Voldemort.
face.
Wait, what?
What?
Did she really?
The white lady pulled a gun on them. She was like, "Get the fuck out of my face."
That's great. I fucking love that.
No,
That's
I mean,
amazing.
Yeah. Give me a
now
second,
I need to see this video because I need to understand the context of this. Because I'm not saying she was. I'm not. Listen, having seen nothing, I'm not gonna say she's in the wrong. I am gonna say pulling a gun is a very definitive thing that you shouldn't do casually.
News debates and controversy. Check there.
Yeah, no, it's as I've said, and I'll explain more when we get off of this podcast here. But people are starting to get a little bit tired of it all.
Yeah, don't say.
Nice. Yeah. Detroit. Why am I not fucking surprised?
Yeah. I can find the full video because there's a lot more context than whatever the fuck that article implies.
Anyway, yeah, so, you do that. Blah, 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 Voldemort, blah, 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 blah. Wait, what? She enjoyed the shocked looks on everyone's faces as she killed them all with unknown magic, turning Voldemort into half glass.
I'm sorry, what?
The old man chastised her for being cruel to her enemies when the smug grin slipped past her emotional mask. Something about being better than them or other such rubbish. Okay, look, so I understand that Harry Potter authors are, on the whole, fairly edgy. I get it, okay? I understand. You started reading Harry Potter a bunch, and your parents yelled at you once or twice, so you think you're abused as Harry, and then so you started fantasizing about how if you had magic, you were gonna totally go pumped up kicks on your school. I get it.
All the other kids.
What I get irritated by is this extreme depiction of black and white, and it being the black and white of it being like, we gotta give everyone a second chance, but also it's a rubbish ideology. It's like, okay, well,
I'll be back.
not everyone that commits a crime doesn't deserve a second chance. Like, oh, you stole something, okay? You don't deserve to get fucking your brains blown out for that. If that's what happens, that's situational, but you don't deserve to have your brains blown out. However, that being said, the Death Eaters canonically have to join the Death Eaters canonically. You have to murder someone in cold blood. You have to plan out someone's murder and then execute it. Yeah. I don't really think that sort of person is gonna be like, oh, well, now that you've beaten me and I've been thrown in jail for a while, I have reconsidered my life choices and I want to contribute to the community. I just don't feel like that sort of person who joins a terrorist group is gonna go turn around and be like, I recant my previous ideology of terrorism and murder and genocide.
I think there's people who, like, if you're brainwashed into it from an early age, right? If you're like a kid.
Yeah, but that group wasn't around long enough for that to happen.
No, I get what you mean. I'm just saying, who?
The Death Eaters.
Yeah, they were.
No, we're talking about the original ones, the ones from before Voldemort's death.
I mean, you can. I don't know. I would say
you can say the elitism. You can say the elitism.
No, I would say specifically the part about wizards who tried specifically to make a society structured around like a magocracy or something close to that was very much alive since Grindelwald was a thing. I don't know if maybe. It's hard to say that it's like a big part of the culture, but I think attitudes would be even more traditional / conservative towards that manner beforehand than coming up. Because we people like Neville Longbottom, right? Who's very much, he's a pureblood, but he's not anybody who's like a supremacist.
Right.
But then you have people like Malfoy who are raised in that ideology.
Right. But still, at the end of the day, Malfoy didn't join the Death Eaters. He worked for them, yes. No, he never got the murder stamp.
The mark. True.
He never got the murder stamp.
Yeah, but how much of that is him not getting the mark on his own and his dad like trying to shield him?
Well, you also have
from what I
a little bit.
Yeah.
But you also have to keep in mind, and near the end of the books, Malfoy was doing it because Voldemort said if he didn't do it, he would kill his parents.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying he's the same Malfoy who, to a point, helped. I don't know how much you would say he is directly guilty for, or because he's being coerced. So obviously, to an extent, it's not his fault.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's a person with a personal ideology that doesn't seem crazy far.
I think the difference is that he's a shit person, but he's not a terrorist.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
I'd agree.
He wasn't a terrorist.
Yeah, I think I could agree to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, could he have ended up becoming a terrorist if the years had passed and he got more and more extreme? It's possible, but that was quickly cut short when the terrorist leader decided to hold his parents at gunpoint and say, "Do what I say or they die." And then he goes,
I think also a point is like, how do you think of Snape? Because Snape is definitely, before he was reformed, was definitely
I think
for
Snape
that shit.
is an opportunist. No, I think Snape was always an opportunist.
True.
He hung out with Lily because Lily would be his friend.
He hung out with her because he was a simp.
Yeah.
I'm saying before even that, when he joined the Death Eaters to begin with, he was a terrorist. he didn't repent. Like, he told Voldemort
Right.
the prophecy. His only stipulation being, save Lily for me.
Right. No, that's
For
exactly
me.
my point, though.
Kill the baby, kill the husband,
I don't
keep the bitch I
fucking
want to
care.
fuck.
Honestly, that's just extremist simp behavior.
True. It's like the opposite of a yawn there.
Extreme
Simp behavior.
Wait,
She can't have a boyfriend if I
radical
kill them.
simpism.
Radical
Radical
simpism.
Radical simpism is great.
Oh,
Holy
God.
shit. We
Snape
need that on
is
the
a
political
radical
compass.
simpist.
The simp extremist.
Hey, we need that on the the political compass where it's like all of
Yeah.
it outside, all the ones that are out, like Christianity.
Someone needs to make a Tumblr for Snape the radical simpist.
Oh god.
Oh my god, yeah, dude, he's literally that, man.
Yeah.
But no, he was a shit person the whole
You know
time.
who? Okay, have you guys heard about all the drama with who's that guy, Fedmeister?
No.
No, never heard of him.
He's one of the. Do you know what the offline TV crew are?
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a part of them. Come to find out, he's been like doing some pretty simpy, weird, shitty behavior, like gaslighting people, lying to them, telling people he was fucking a girl when he wasn't, just to get guys to like not talk to this girl. This girl being Pokimane.
Oh god, fucking Pokemon.
Oh.
No.
God.
So
Dude,
like,
No,
Dude,
no,
really?
no,
I know a
Pokemon. Hold on, Pokemon is a banned word on Twitch. Pokemon is a wonderful woman. Twitch, please don't ban us. We're going to be moving this topic to when we're not on air.
she's
God,
a great person.
Yeah,
We
fantastic
love her.
woman.
I know a guy in real life who's actually a Pokemon simp.
Well,
That's gross.
That is
Ironically,
great for him.
and-
He is a fantastic individual.
He's proud of it. He's
Yeah,
proud
Okay,
of
let me
it.
just
As he
let me
should
put this
be.
out real quick.
I will literally
Pokemon is
ban
not a
you,
bad
Sanish.
streamer. We like her. She's wait, let me finish.
She's
As far
an
as female
amazing
streamers go,
capitalist.
she's way better. Shush, wait. As far as female streamers go, I'd say she's better than like 95% of them.
Yeah, to
I
be
mean,
fair, like most of them are.
I don't
pretty
watch
painful.
female streamers, so
That's the point. She's better than like 95% of the ass shaking, titties out fucking streamers.
I will say she is
I
a
guess.
unironic, amazing capitalist.
Actually, yes.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
For just
true.
that, I fucking respect the shit out of her.
That's pretty based.
Anyway,
She's the fucking businesswoman all by herself.
I mean, good job on that. I guess.
Dumbledore is evil. Blah blah blah. He purposely sabotaged the schooling. Blah blah blah. Harriet put together the hints, and she realized that Durzcaban.
God, I
God,
fucking hate
fucking
that word.
So fucking
Jesus
cringy.
fucking Christ. Oh my.
Oh
God.
my! Oh, is it the thing where they do like Dumbles or?
No, Durzcaban, where they combine Dursleys and Azkaban.
Okay, I hate that one. I hate Dumbles and every form of Dumbledore that isn't just his name way more.
Yeah, I mean,
I hate it. I hate it
I
so.
guess.
Dumbledore, like you're not smart. Stop. Just stop.
yeah,
It makes me cringe so hard every time someone tries to bring that shit in. It's like, dude, we've read
Every variation.
like how many fics?
Every variation.
How do I? Do I have to hear Dumbles or
Like,
Dumb
you are
as
not
a
clever.
door?
You're not
it's-
original.
Oh my god!
It hurts. It hurts.
Try to come up for some fucking. Okay, if you're gonna come up with a fucking dumb nickname, come up for a character who's like never had one, like a small minor character. Come up with one for fucking Susan Bones.
Here's a good one for
That's
Dumbledore,
it.
right?
thick
Right.
thought.
You ready?
Yes,
Here's
okay,
a good one for
that's
Dumbledore.
true.
Bumblemore.
No, I hate it. Fuck you.
It's
don't
a
do
good
it.
one though.
I don't
mean,
think it isn't. I don't.
It's kind of
I don't like it. I don't like any I don't know what it is, but at this point, I don't want to hear anybody just say his name in a way that sounds like that because it just sounds cringy. Like, who says that? Who? Okay,
Teenagers.
this podcast is no friend of certain political figures who were the last president, right? Do we go around saying his name is Obama?
No.
No.
I don't think we've ever said his name like that.
No.
I think Nexus has.
I'll
couple times.
unironically say Obama. You know, like, emphasize the word bomb because he did bomb a fucking shit ton of people. Like, holy
That's funny
fuck.
though. That's actually funny though.
A bomber.
Yeah. Like,
Okay, I've never
goddamn.
heard that one, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, he bombed a fucking lot of people.
It's the same thing with
I mean,
Trump
that's
when
pretty
people do the Cheeto Man or Orange Man thing. Like, oh, my
yeah,
God.
the
Just
whole
say his
orange.
name.
I think any pun on Trump's name, with orange or not, it's just really cringy. Just
Oh,
using...
I hate the Drump one too.
No, I
that-
thought the
Oh,
Trump I thought Trump was fair enough. It's like, okay, that's kind of good. Like they
mean,
beat
that's
that
literally
horse
just
a
the
little bit
original
too
family
much,
name,
though,
though.
right?
I mean, it makes sense if you're like trying to rag on his anti-immigration stance
Right.
and then saying you're the son of immigrants yourself. I
Right.
get it, but like at the same time, just shut up.
Yeah.
It's I just
But
like
the
it's in the same way that it annoys me when I read a Trump tweet. It annoys me when I read someone trying to do a Trump tweet. Both aren't clever. Both are annoying at the end of the day. I'm tired of both. You know what I mean? Like
my
someone
amusement from
mocking
Trump
him?
tweets are more derived from the fact
Alright,
that
I'm
he's the
back.
president making these tweets than the fact that they're actually funny.
I'm sorry.
See, that's
what?
actually
True.
yeah. He has the factor of this is something I've never seen before in my life as far as a president.
Yeah.
They don't have that. They're
No.
just mocking a president.
Yeah.
It's like bad George Bush impressions in like 2008.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
In 2008, it's like, oh my God, yeah, we've all heard it. It's been 8 years. Nobody wants to hear your George W. Bush impression.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like, I don't know. Still, I actually like the Obama impression nowadays just because he has a funny little.
A good Obama impression is quite
It's
solid.
still funny.
Yeah,
It's still,
it's
I
pretty
mean,
good.
like there are good George W. Bush impressions. It's just that it got overplayed because SNL was doing it every
Ladies and
single
gentlemen.
fucking day.
We got him.
Yeah, when SNL did it every night, it was like, oh my god.
Oh, it's the same thing
When
they do with
SNL
Trump.
does it every night, yeah. Oh, that's another. Yeah, that's another one.
They
Trump
do- it's the
impressions
same
are
thing with
so
Trump.
annoying.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh my
Well,
God!
here's the
Shut
thing.
up.
I find Trump impressions annoying because I find Trump annoying. Like, he's a
Oh yeah, I don't
terrible
like to
public-
listen to him
He's
from
a
his
te-
voice. Like his voice, I don't like to
like,
listen to it.
Yeah, I would just say, like, let's be clear here. He's a terrible public speaker.
I don't know, man. If you go into watching his rallies as if they were a comedy special, you can laugh. You get some decent laughs
Yeah.
out of it.
Yes, you can. But Sneaky,
I think
from a public
apparently-
speaking perspective, he's terrible, and it's annoying as hell. Like, I don't want to watch a Trump impersonation because they're going to be doing all the things that Trump does that annoy the Christ out of me. And I'm like,
and then
tiny hands.
playing it up
The
30,
tiny hands
30,
joke.
100%.
no, I'm not talking about like like yes, those get annoying, but like the pauses and every
Oh,
other
yeah, yeah.
word is the best. The great, like yes, he does those things.
Well,
and it annoys me when he
The
does.
thing
them.
is, they're
So when you
they're doing
crank
an
it to
impression,
30
Yeah,
so
blah,
they're playing
blah,
up
blah,
a part of it,
blah,
Right.
blah.
so it makes it worse.
Yeah.
So like, there's good impressions where you're doing a person, but you're not making a meme out of it, and thus making the impression
Well, no,
like watered
I
down.
think
It's the same thing with George W. Bush.
No.
Like you can do a fucking George W. Bush impression and it'd be kind of funny. But the thing is, when you're always emphasizing the same point over and over and over and over again, it gets worn out.
I think the
Focus
difference
on something else.
I think it's a good example of this would be the difference between a good caricature artist and a bad caricature artist. Where the good caricature artist is like, oh well, this guy has got a chin, so I'm gonna really exaggerate this chin. You know, either make it very square or like make it like triple chinning, whatever, right? Where the bad caricature artist is just like, I'm just gonna make everyone have big heads.
Yeah, I get that. That's true.
But anyway, enough about that. If I can back to this garbage story, so we can hop onto another one, and then whatever. So blah blah blah. The Weasleys are evil. Hermione is nosy, and Cyrus is useless. Blah blah blah. The Order is just a social club. Dumbledore's eyes twinkled. Blah blah blah. Blood purity, magical power. Blah blah blah. She's the only person allowed inside the Black Library, full of dark, forbidden magic. Blah, 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 blah. Reading the books, she realized she was raised to be a martyr. blah blah blah. She resisted the manipulations. She'll free herself. Blah blah blah. Blah blah
Look,
blah 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 blah.
Can I just say one thing about
Yeah.
like the whole manipulative Dumbledore thing?
Yeah.
For as bad as it is, if you're gonna be a manipulative person and like literally herald a child into dying, doing it to destroy the greatest Dark Lord who's ever existed is not the worst like thing ever. It's literally not the worst. Yeah. If you're gonna be a manipulative, like as far as how these people play, how these people write manipulative quote unquote Dumbledore, they have to add in more stuff. They have to be like, oh, he's out for the Potter Grimoire, or he's out to get all the Potter and Black riches, which we've never shown him to be a greedy person as far as money. But they put that as the thing. But it's like, what do you mean? He's never been shown to be a greedy human being. He's never had any of those traits. His only thing that you could say is that he's manipulative and he holds things back from people when probably he shouldn't be, right?
I would say if they at least made it so that he was, like they found Harry finds a private journal or something like, with this, I will be able to remove the greatest threat to Wizarding Britain, secure my power forever, and obtain the Potter and Black Fortunes, or the Potter and Black Grimoires, or right, adding just, because Stannis is right, adding just that little bit takes him from being an old man who plays it closer to the chest than he probably should have when people's lives are on the line, to manipulative bastard.
Exactly. And I think you can say he's a manipulative bastard in canon.
No, he is.
I think you can say that.
He very much is. But the difference is that it's, as you said previously in terms of canon, is he is fully knowing, manipulating Harry into being the instrument of Voldemort's destruction, but simultaneously knowing that Harry likely has to die due to the cursed scar containing the Horcrux that he suspects is there, but also to prevent another wave of populism riding on Voldemort's defeat. If the hero dies, he becomes a martyr and then can't basically do what Voldemort did, except this time no one will be there to stop him.
Yep. True. I think, and the way we know for sure Dumbledore isn't like this evil, conniving person. Like, he might be a manipulative person, but not evil, I would say. Or it's that he dies for his cause, yes. Because, I'm sorry, the person who dies for their cause generally is not the person who is malintentioned in that, how would I put this? The person who dies for their cause generally is a true believer in that cause. And if they're gonna die for the cause, it means they think what they're doing is, in the end, making the world a better place.
Yes.
Or facilitating making the world a better place.
It also negates any accusations of them doing it for power or wealth, because if they're dead, well, power and wealth don't matter.
Oh, I've seen a couple fics that they bring him back from the death, from death, and it's like,
of course.
He has Horcruxes too, because he's just that evil.
He's evil as well, guys.
God, I remember.
It's time for Harry Potter 2, Electric Boogaloo Dumbledore edition.
Wait. It's him and Snape had Horcruxes, because at one point Harry kills Snape by accident.
Yeah, I remember that thing.
No, that thing is hilarious, dude. He kills Harry by accident, or Harry kills him by accident because Snape tries to get into his mind, and he ends up like fucking him up and essentially making him brain dead. So then they have to kill him to make him and then like birthing him again. And they're doing the same. I think they did like the same type of like Voldemort ritual or something close to it, because I'm pretty sure it's like what's his name coming out of, it's like old man fucking Dumbledore coming out of the cauldron.
Yeah, I remember that fucking.
It was horrible. That fic was gross and bad. I don't know, dude. I got pretty far in it, I'm pretty sure, but it was horrible.
I got like all the way in. But like, I remember Dumbledore and Snape had an unbreakable vow to revive each other if they died. Something like that.
That's actually a pretty decent idea, though.
Yeah, I mean, never seen it done before or after. So, pretty good idea.
The idea of two evil wizards like having an unbreakable vow that they'll always try to revive each other if they die, that's actually a pretty good idea, I'd have to say.
Also, just another thing, like, you could easily have it so that Dumbledore has just like one Horcrux or maybe two, right? Because he could go, right? You could easily just have it be the well-intentioned, right? The fruit of the poison tree. Well, I have to make sure that I have Horcruxes because I can't let him kill me until I
I
know
think
that all his
No,
Horcruxes
okay,
are
you know what? Actually,
That's
original
what
idea
No,
time.
it can work. It can work. It's just that when you present it in a bad way, it comes off as cringy and
So-
dumb.
Like,
Here's-
Horcruxes require the malicious murder of an innocent.
Yeah, cold-blooded
to-
murder.
Yes,
to create it.
and
they
you can
did?
do that.
And
Wait,
yeah,
wait.
and if that's like the reasoning behind it, then
Wait a second. So
Dumbledore
an
would be able
innocent.
to
What is an
with it.
innocent?
Usually
is
it's
an
a
innocent?
toddler or something like that. I don't
I mean,
really.
could he have just? I mean, could Dumbledore have just strolled into death row, slit a dude's
No.
throat, and been like,
No. It has to be an innocent in that
Okay.
they have done nothing to deserve the punishment they're being given.
Mhm.
Because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure the Voldemort killed like an old lady who hadn't done anything to him to make one of his Horcruxes.
Yep.
But I don't think it is that it has to be like an innocent, like a child.
No,
I think it has to be like
Yeah.
an innocent, like a person who wasn't deserving of
It,
the
it
murder.
has to be a
Commit
cold-blooded murder. It has to be a pre-planned, cold-blooded murder that has no reason to happen.
Well, I think the reason can be to make a Horcrux, but it can be more than that.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
it can't be like, he killed my sister, so I'm gonna kill him. That wouldn't qualify.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that's
vengeance.
retribution. That's
Yeah.
As much as it's not maybe correct to kill someone in cold blood, although I might disagree if someone killed my sister.
Yeah. Retribution is not cold blood, so.
It's not cold blooded because very much
Yeah.
a person is influenced by the murder of their sister,
Right.
and they have a
Exactly.
legitimate reason.
Right, so I have an idea for you guys, right? Not Harry Potter, but, you know, could have been how they went with Ruby, could have been. So anyway, original idea. You got your two evil wizards, thanks to Stannis, right? And they both have some means of immortality or preservation of their spirit. Maybe not their body, but their spirit. And these two wizards, or magic casters, or shamans, or whatever the fuck you want,
Magical beings, whatever
magical
they may be.
beings, make a unbreakable, pact with each other that if one dies, the other has to revive them.
All right.
And they don't have to like each other, but they're just like, they both are, greedily like, okay, look, I can't trust anyone else, but you know this magic and I know this magic, so if we both swear magically to revive each other in case one of us dies, neither of us will ever die. And the other wizard's like, yes, I am also greedy, and I can't trust you, but if we make this unbreakable vow, then we can probably pull this off. So
I
then,
like the idea of it being two people who are very much evenly matched, and so they're scared of ever facing off.
Yeah.
So that because they don't know exactly who will kill who if they eventually kill each other, right?
right.
Yeah.
So you make it two Dark Lords, and they're like, you know what? We both fucking hate each other.
But then
But
here's the twist.
We both don't want to fucking die.
Here's the twist.
Yeah.
Go
Is
ahead.
that one of them then poses as the good guy crusading against the other. So they will always control both sides of the fight.
That sounds like Overlord. That sounds like the plot to Overlord, isn't it?
Kinda.
Or which
is
one?
it?
I think it's is it the second one or the first one?
The game.
Because what
The
in
games?
the game
No,
because
no,
in one of them the Overlord becomes the wizard, and thus he is or his minds get sent into the wizard. I'm pretty sure it's the previous
I
Overlord's
think-
mind.
I think that's
Maybe Overlord,
in Overlord
1.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Overlord
the,
1.
The previous Overlord became they took over the wizard, essentially. But
And so he's now leading
Yeah.
always the good forces, and thus they.
True.
I think that's what it is. It's kind of like that, a little bit, not exactly, but
Yeah.
Although all of the good guys in Overlord are pretty shitty.
yeah,
Well, Overlord
they're basically the
is
two sides
it's a
of,
parody.
Since number 2.
Yeah, Overlord
Yeah.
itself is a parody of the
Lord of the
idea of
Rings Fellowship.
Well, no, well, yes, but it's also a parody of the idea of what happens after the heroes win. Because, in all of these stories, the heroes, they have to work to the top, and they finally get super powerful and defeat the super powerful bad guy, which makes them the most powerful people on the planet, who also have massive amounts of mob support.
Yeah, it's just saying, like, okay, now you're Aragorn, and you got married to a hot wife elf. Now what do you do with the rest of your life? Right. I mean, like, well, I'm probably just gonna fuck this hot white elf bitch and spend the rest of my life as a badass king. And by badass king, I mean absorbing the rest of the people around me and being a power-hungry asshole.
Yeah, pretty much. Right.
I mean, Aragorn probably wouldn't do that. His kids might, but Aragorn wouldn't. But the thing that I appreciated about
The
Hobbit,
very much realistic Aragorn probably would.
Probably. The thing I appreciate about the Hobbits, though, was they were like, that's it! We helped destroy the ring. We are out. Ain't nothing we're gonna do ever gonna top that. Bye.
Anyway, so, so blah, blah, blah. Good. What is good? What is evil? She couldn't say, but she didn't think they were the things that people thought they were.
And then she started writing her diary, My Life.
Yeah, my chemical life.
My struggle.
My chemical life.
Oh, God, no.
Her blooming network for bettering the lives of the less fortunate. It was all a front. Blah, blah, blah. She would have a first generation of magicals to lead an open revolution against the Bolsheviks.
I see.
Hey, wait a minute. That's not how this usually works.
I know.
Yes, carry on.
Blah, 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 blah. They'll see my plans. I'll topple everyone. I'll burn this world down. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Harriet didn't want to admit it, but she loved the feisty redhead. Blah, 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 blah. Hermione.
Wait a second, are we saying that Harriet is now a lesbian?
Oh yeah, we said that at the start.
Yeah, she's bisexual.
So she's definitely a Bolshevik.
She's a Bolshevik leading a revolution against the other Bolsheviks, which, ironically, is not a surprise.
Yeah, obviously.
No, she's a how do you say it? A Menshevik or whatever?
She's a Leninist!
She's a Trotskyist!
She's a Trotskyist! Yeah.
Fucking Trotskyist, dude. Yeah, Bolsheviks, Mensheviks, fucking Trotskyists, Stalinists.
She's a Luxemburgist. A Rosa Luxemburg.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
Anyway,
no.
so blah 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 blah.
She's about to lead that Spartacist rebellion in Berlin right now.
Shitty lore, blah blah. Imagine if the Communist
Manifesto.
Imagine if you finally get access to like the restricted section or like the forbidden black library, right? And in there it's like, this is the most forbidden book ever. The Communist Manifesto.
Bruh. Oh no. Even better. Mein Kampf.
No.
This is the most forbidden book ever.
No,
Episode 9.
No, it's because hidden inside the Communist Manifesto, the real copies of the Communist Manifesto, is mass mind control spells and potions.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Imagine there's next to like
this
5-10
Sneaky,
pages.
This is where you get a DC crossover involved. It's the anti-life equation.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's a good one. That's a good
one.
That was probably my favorite stupid thing in the entirety of DC. It's just an edgy monologue that makes people go, I guess I'll just kill everyone for Darkseid because I'm depressed now.
Oh, isn't I think it's Dark. There was a new DC event where the anti-life equation ends up being just a zombie virus, which it's called DC.
I think I know what you're talking about. That thing was so dumb.
I think it's a fun idea to make something that's personally, I think, really stupid, which is the anti-life equation, into something that's anti-life. You know,
I get
death.
what they were doing. I just wish the anti-life equation would just stop being brought up. Just go away.
Blah blah blah.
How do you get rid of it at this point?
Magical cores, blah blah, ritual
the next
sacrifices.
time you do a hard reset, you just never ever touch it again.
I don't think you can do that. Because endlessly shit is getting brought back. That's why people argue over. That's why the Flash changes every once in a while. That's why people love certain Robins. Like, it's never gonna change enough that something will permanently go away. That's why Superboy Prime is always being hinted at being brought back, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Anyway, stop your comic nerdy shit. We have fan fiction to read.
Fuck you, nerd.
No, listen here. Superboy Prime was a great villain for one book, and then he got overdone as hell.
Anyway,
You know
so
what? I'm about to
Stonehenge,
punch reality.
blah, 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 magical powers, Stonehenge ritual, sacrificing the dark artifacts of evil, blah, 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 creature is her pawn, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. She's evil. She's gonna go do evil things. She refers to people as sheep.
Oh, fuck you.
And
Although
then,
the Wizarding
oh yeah,
World
here
is
we
a bunch
go,
of
guys.
sheeple. Fuck you.
She closed her eyes and surged magic into them, willing to change. And when she reopened them, they were back to their Avada Kedavra green that everyone thought she had.
Oh
and
my
all
god.
her vision was now
fucking
blurry,
slap someone.
and she had to wear her glasses once more. And she placed the mask of Harry Potter upon herself.
Oh, wait, no. Fuck you. Why would she be... Oh. Why does her gender matter, though? Why would she need to be hiding as Harriet Potter?
I don't think she changed her gender. It's just like
She
the
didn't change her
gold
gender,
knight
she
thing
just changed her eye color, apparently, and her
Yeah.
vision.
to become Harry
And a
Potter again,
mask.
or Harry Potter. Yeah.
But why is she
That's
not
not-
Harriet Potter, then?
She's always
She
been
is.
Harriet Potter, except sometimes
Yeah, she just hides
Potter
her
will just...
gold knights because I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, but why is she becoming
Oh yeah,
Harry
because
Potter?
of the Dursleys. She is
Uh,
Harriet
Oh, because
Potter.
they're gonna rape her? Is that
Yeah,
probably,
there's
yeah,
they're
totally.
like damn gold knights. That's kind of gay, dude.
And Harriet
like, I created
realized
both
the ability she had was called Metamorph Mangus. However, Harriet's ability was only limited to her hair and eyes. And this was because of her necessity of having an not unnaturalness to her hair and eyes.
As we know, any color that isn't normal is bad.
What the fuck is...
I mean,
It seemed to
Dursley's
torment
be like-
Petunia very much when she made them change into green, as she later learned it was Lily's eye color as well. But this made her eyes bad, so she needed glasses.
I don't think that's how Metamorph, my guy, are supposed to work.
Well, even if she was literally copying the genes stored inside her that might contain the green eyes from Lily, right? Lily didn't need
Yeah, but-
glasses.
Yeah, she didn't have bad eyes. That was it from his dad.
Yeah.
So, I agree with Stannis on that one, honestly. He just left the chat. And it's
Can I say real quick? This is such a fucking stupid reason to give your character a different eye color. Like, as far as retarded reasons to change your fucking character's eye color, this one is great. This one is top-notch, fucking
Yeah, it's
pure,
super.
smooth brain retardation.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh god. Anyway, so she collected
What's
all of her
hilarious
notes
is
and plans.
this person would definitely be put down by the Bolsheviks because they didn't tolerate fucking actual retards.
True, true.
Collecting her notes, she held them and concentrated, willing magic into her palms. And then all the fire occurred and burned all of her notes to ash. No traces, no notes, nothing to let them bring me back, she said to herself. Yeah, let me just memorize this fucking hyper dangerous ritual that might kill me, might explode me from the inside out, or it could send me to a new universe to play around in. And let me just burn all my notes on this, just so they can't send me back. You know, instead of, not instead of like maybe making the ritual and then making part of the ritual the sacrifice of like all of the ability to ever do the ritual again, because that's a pretty big sacrifice between you and me. If you're gonna have ritual magic be based on sacrifice, the ability to ever do the ritual again, that's a pretty big fucking sacrifice.
True, true.
This is so stupid to begin with.
Anyway, so yeah, dumb shit.
I'd be happier if she just took over the Wizarding World.
Blah blah
Just
blah
do it.
blah 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 blah
pussy.
blah. She's found by Molly and she's like, yes, I will plan my way and destroy them all. End of first chapter. What do you
Yes,
think? Should
Molly
I keep writing?
Weasley. that pure evil character.
Should I keep writing? I'll do this until
No.
Harry ends up in Remnant. No surprise there, and that'll take at least 5 chapters. I'm not sure if I should continue after that, though. For those of you that know me, there'll be updates few and far in between. Once again, I don't abandon stories, I just write new ones.
That's abandoning stories.
I don't abandon stories, I just write new ones several times.
I just don't.
I don't abandon them, I just don't ever use them again. I don't get rid of them.
That's some fucking Zaraland level takes there. I don't abandon my stories, guys, even if I haven't written a new chapter for it in 7 years.
All those stories, those things I haven't written for literally decades, ain't nothing about
Fucking Zaraland makes a new story like every goddamn week now. And
I know a guy, right, in the Song of Ice and Fire community, and he's essentially that. I love the guy. It's the same guy who's been on this podcast. It's Wit. I love him, but that motherfucker comes up with a new story. And the funny thing is, whenever he writes a new story, he's like, damn, I've got the bug. I need to write. And so he'll put out like 10 fucking chapters of that shit.
And it's just like, poof, gone.
And then it's like, my muse is gone. I must think of another story to get some sort of muse for my other stories.
It's like Cledwin, except he actually writes.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that at fucking all.
Hey, at least I didn't tag you in it.
I do not fucking appreciate that.
What happened?
Click for sound too.
Oh god, there's this fucking museum or some setup or something that this guy is recording a video and all the lights are off except the lights pointing directly onto.
I would say Sneaky. If you click for sound, it's a lot less terrifying because it's a girl working security, and she's just making jokes like, "Oh yeah, no, nothing spooky about this," blah blah blah.
God, dude, I feel that though. I feel that I've been on night shift in those sorts of places, and I just walk into areas sometimes on night shift.
Sneaky is the protagonist of.
And I'm just like, oh god, I feel like I'm the opening to a fucking movie right now. I'm the guy that dies right at the opening.
Coffee warehouse.
Yeah. Well, I've also worked security at a power plant. Not a power plant, a chip manufacturing plant at a campsite.
Yeah, but I think the spookiest ones came from the coffee plant.
The coffee plant definitely were the spookiest ones. Yes, yeah.
Why? That's hilarious.
There was some moments that I would walk into like a room during night shift, and I would just look around the room and how everything's set up and like the sounds I'm hearing in the background, and I'm just like, oh man, is this the part where it gets revealed that my entire life built up to the moment where I'm the opening 5 minutes to this fucking horror film that's about to play out? I got some fucking stories. I'll tell them after the podcast. God damn, I fucking hated that job.
Fucking PTSD.
But no, yeah, no. I just I don't like human-like objects. I do not.
Just like you don't like humans.
Yes, but I don't like human-like objects because at least with humans, I know their average strength and speed of a human. Human-like objects, I'm like, I swear to fucking God, if I turn around and you're in any spot besides the one I left you in.
Fair enough.
But yeah, let's see if we can't close the night on a good story. I say, good story. I say.
Oh god, the obscure tome. I remember reading like a chapter of that.
Yeah, that was fucking awful.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
You know what? Here we go. Let's go with Toho Project My Hero Academia. Brought to you by Andros.
Fucking Christ.
So everyone can blame Andros.
By Werner von Braun, as Mr. Rocketman himself. Thank you, German scientists, for bringing us this fucking garbage.
Toho Project My Hero Academia, The Fantasy Hero by Werner von Braun. He always desired to be a hero. People around him always tell him to abandon his dream and seek another one. He ignores them, yet no matter how hard he tries to keep his dream, his resolve is slowly wavering. He wonders if there is a truth in their words. Thus, when he finds himself in the land of fantasy, will he finally has an answer?
No.
What are we in fucking 2010 cat speak?
Please God, no.
Adventure.
Roar XD means I love you.
Spiritual.
You shut your mouth.
Uwu.
I'll give you an
Never.
right up the fucking...
The first thing that Izuku noticed was that he was in the middle of a forest.
You have never heard a moan if that's your moan, dude.
Ara.
Please stop.
Really? I mean, I'm not surprised that you never
why do I speak words?
Ara, Shota-chan.
Nah, Sneaky, you just can't, dude. There's no emotion in it. That's just like,
I
who
know.
cares?
I couldn't do
Ara
that.
ara, Shota-chan.
Ara, Shota-chan.
What I'm trying to say here is it's a man trying to pick you up, Arn.
Bro. Life is pain.
Could hurt your soul.
No.
It is.
No, great.
Hey kid,
do not
want to
speak.
see some ship girls inside this van?
That's us. It's me and it's me and fucking Sneaky in the van. Like, hey, little boy,
Want some
you want to
ship
meet some
girls?
ship girls? I want you to sit your ass in here, and we'll go find some.
I'm interested. Not gonna lie.
Hey little boy, I lost my ship girl. Want to come help me find her?
Have you seen a ship girl? Hey, do you want to see a ship girl? I've got one in my trunk.
Hell yeah.
Fucking opens the trunk. There's Alabama tied up.
No.
Alabama.
If we're creepers in this situation, it's like a Gridley or a little lolly.
Albacore.
God.
Fucking albacore.
Charles
I
Osborne
no,
or
I feel,
something.
Aaron. I feel
Oh.
like if it was Albacore would be in on it.
Yeah, totally. Should've
Oh
fucking-
man, it's Terror. It's Terror
Oh,
just
God.
sitting there with her little thing on her.
Oh god.
Rune.
Goddamn. Oh, no.
Rune?
Though.
Rune would be cute.
Rune would actually murder you guys, honestly.
Nah, Rune is a fucking cutie pie.
You
I
have
mean-
Be like,
no
why are
idea
you
what
taking
Rune
me?
is.
Rune is cute, but she would still murder you.
Mama Friedrich is the one who's tying everybody up to take them in the truck. Or in the van.
I mean, I'd come along willingly.
I know you would, little boy.
I mean, wouldn't you?
No.
No,
Not
I don't
fucking
like being
all,
tied
no.
up by women.
No,
She's got some
I-
fat ass titties, but no, I'm good.
fair enough.
Oh god. Anyway, well, not exactly. He was actually standing on a dirt road with tree after tree being only scenery on both sides of the road.
Being,
So, it was too soon to decide if he was indeed in a forest. All he can see
What?
is trees. But he
Am I
couldn't
in a forest? I
decide
don't know.
if he was in a forest.
What are these one of these trees? I don't know. Wouldn't know. Forest? Nah, couldn't be that. Could it?
It could be a forest, but all I see are trees.
Hey, Pedro, you Brazilian fuck. I want you to know that I wish you were murdered in a favela, honestly.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, of course, yes.
No, in Gmod RP.
Ara Shota-chan.
Alright, that works too.
Close enough, right?
That's basically real world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially. Exactly.
Anyway, in any case, his mind started to race as he began to think about his situation. And I can't help but notice that Max is dead.
Oh! Max! You're
I haven't
dead!
had much
Aye.
to contribute. You guys have been doing great without me.
God, you're alive.
Damn.
He's come back! He's our savior!
He's the Messiah.
He's, something.
There seemed to
Like,
be
He's
a
the
gap
second
within
coming.
his memory between him walking home
came
and
once
arriving
more.
in this place. Was it caused by a villain? Question mark.
No. Cause like come.
If he remembered
If you think
correctly,
about it, everything's caused by cum.
if he...
I mean, you're not wrong.
God damn it. I am trying to read a fiction, and it's
No, that's a
these
his
bad
blunt
and
moment right there.
terrible,
That's
you're
a.
just like...
Hey man, if you think about it, everything comes from cum.
Yeah, it's truly a weed moment, dude.
God fucking damn it. Get your fucking vaping ass out of here.
Sneaky, do you think they call it sand because it's in between the sea and the land?
Oh god.
I mean, look, dude, we call it... The Nile River translates to rivers. The Sahara Desert is desert. Look, we have so many fucking deserts and rivers and mountains and hills that humans are fucking shit at naming things, okay?
Isn't there like
I
5
agree.
rivers called the River Avon in Britain?
Yes.
And that just translates to river.
Yes.
Oh man,
Robots
that
were
was
just like,
fucking
ah,
funny.
what's that? And the Celts were just like, it's a river. Aight, cool, fair enough.
Shit, man.
What? Fucking river.
What's
Alright,
that?
write
I don't
that
know.
down.
A fucking mountain or something? I see. Wachapahana.
Can we go back to mocking the what's called?
Disabled.
No.
Look, we can't make fun of Spanish.
No, the
all
Japanese.
podcasts. Oh god, no.
Oh.
No, we
No,
cannot.
we just said we weren't mocking the disabled, damn it.
God damn it, man.
It's blunt. If
Fucking-
watermelon exists, isn't there a
No,
firemelon?
I will
earthmelon, and
literally ban you if you finish that joke.
Hmm.
I can bend all of the melons.
Melon bender.
Blood melon though.
It's
I
like
mean-
the cabbage guy.
But, I mean, they basically canonized like sand bending, cookie dough bending. Yes, they did in fact canonize literally anything can be bendered.
That's kind of gay.
So, yes,
Not
there
gonna lie.
is a watermelon bender out there in the wild.
Is the cabbage man a cabbage bender?
He might be.
It's blunt.
That's how,
Today's the
that's how I get to
oldest
the
you've
cabbage.
ever been, but also the youngest you've ever
Hmm. I mean, not really. I've been younger. And
Yeah,
so
I was
you.
gonna say, by definition, I was younger yesterday than I am today.
Yeah.
been. It's
Yeah,
blunt.
you'll
If you
never
drop
be.
Take
slope
your
on the
blunt-
floor,
So take
Is
your
the
blunt,
floor-
take a nice big hit, and shove it up your ass.
no.
No, Stanish, it's puff, puff, pass. Not puff, 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 puff.
You've never been blazed out of your fucking mind then.
You're
No,
right, we have
I haven't.
self-respect for ourselves.
I don't do crime, sorry, sir.
Oh, God. Fucking...
Because, I'm white and I can actually legally say,
Oh, my God.
hello, officer.
Sure, whatever, buddy. Isn't that the reason to commit crime? Because you're white? You basically
No,
get a free pass?
I will literally ban all of
Nah.
you and never let you back into the server.
It's blunt. If you're born deaf, what language would you think in?
That...
It's actually a good question.
That... mm.
Do you think in sign language?
I like that you like sneaky.
Like, damn, these
With that
Naruto handplays
question.
kind of
I think in fucking Naruto hand signs, okay?
Yo, do you think a Naruto battle is actually just two deaf people rapping?
Yes.
God damn.
Wait. Wait. It's blunt. Do schizophrenic deaf people hear voices or see hands?
You want me to ban him, Sneaky?
It's funny, you know.
No, That's actually a legitimate question, though, because how would you imagine yourself hearing voices if you've never heard a voice in your life?
It's just you see fucking
that's like
different.
That's like telling
Oh,
someone
man.
to imagine a color that doesn't exist.
It's literally that.
You can't. You physically can't imagine a color that doesn't exist because when you imagine it, it exists. So how can you expect a blind person to hear voices as a
Oh.
Oh, God.
How would you expect a deaf person to hear voice? And now, don't get me wrong.
Hey,
I do understand that deaf people come with various levels of deafness, and that there is a fair majority of them that can actually hear, with assistance. But how someone who has
here's
never
Sneaky.
heard sound in their life?
This is Sneaky right now.
Oh God. Oh. If a
That's
tomato
Sneaky
is
right
a
now.
fruit, isn't ketchup a smoothie? God.
I mean,
fucking damn.
technically, yeah.
But yeah.
That's Sneaky right now, just
Fuck
listening to my takes.
It's a good question, though, you know? Like, how does a blind person hallucinate?
I don't know. I mean, auditory hallucinations are a real thing.
Okay, yeah,
so
auditory, but
it would be
like,
no. So if you're deaf, you'd be having visual. What's it called?
schizophrenia.
Visual. No.
What
what's
if a
the word I'm
deaf
looking for?
person was schizophrenic, but they couldn't understand the schizophrenia?
Yeah, it'd be horrible. It's an existence I wouldn't wish upon anybody. Really, that sounds like the most confusing, horrible experience ever.
Really, this just sounds like a fucking argument for eugenics.
Shut the fuck up.
God, Oren.
Hey, a Brazilian still
Am I
came
wrong,
through.
though?
Anyway,
Would
we're
this
just
have
gonna,
happened if the Habsburgs continued?
we're just gonna.
It would have. It definitely would have. Those inbreeding bastards.
We'd all have chins.
Not.
We all wouldn't have chins.
Too many chins.
We'd have
Well, like
one
you're a
testicle gnarled and black. Our
We
lungs
all
would be
easily
full of
baffle
water.
Stomach continuing to live. Oh my god. Anyway, where were we?
Oh god, I just thought of some real bad fucking jokes.
Good.
You were supposed to pick
Tell
up
them.
24 chromosomes, not buy one get one free.
Man, that shit is hilarious. Fuck, my head hurts now from laughing.
Good. I hope you die in Minecraft.
Same.
Anyway, so villain stole woman panties. He shook his head. He didn't want to think about that. That was weird stuff. Blah
Wait.
blah blah. Yeah, just don't even bother. There was no sound.
Don't
He
ask
sweat.
questions you don't want the answer to, boy.
But something emerged from the bushes. It was a young girl. A young girl between 10 and 14. That is a massive fucking difference for girls.
That is huge. That's literally. I have a 9-year-old in my house right now. That sounds bad. She's my sister. To be clear.
I was gonna say, the way you said it made it sound like you were holding a 9-year-old.
Pedro, clip that!
Oh boy.
I have a 9-year-old sister, right?
I have a 9-year-old in my house.
There's a big difference. Oh man. Fuck you guys.
It's not our fault you're holding a 9-year-old hostage. Just give her back to her parents. The police will find you eventually.
You say that, but they haven't this far. It's been years.
9 of them, specifically.
Yeah, I stole the baby out of the fucking
Hospital
maternity
bed.
ward.
They never saw her again because she's been here the
Sneaky,
whole time.
Sneaky. On your deaf people question, when we yawn, do deaf people think we're screaming?
Oh my god.
I mean, it's a valid question.
God damn it. Anyway, so, a preteen. 14 years old is not a preteen.
No, that's
the opposite.
a preteen is like literally 12 or 11.
It's literally all of the ages before the ones that have teen in them.
Yeah.
Sounds like crazy talk, boy.
Oh my god.
Like, Sneaky, if Apple made a car, would it still have windows?
God damn it. I am way too fucking sober for this.
Sneaky, our hands have fingertips, but our toes don't have toe tips, yet we can tiptoe.
Mickey, permission to execute the idiots.
Execute Order 66, Atin.
Don't do it!
No.
Destroy the Jedi.
Oh god. But if you destroy him, he's just gonna cry racism and get us all banned.
Fuck you, I'm not that disgusting.
Are you though? I mean,
James Cameron married Cameron Diaz.
I can
It would be
already
Cameron
see it.
Cameron.
I can already see it in what's that fucking garbage rag? BuzzFeed. I can already see it in BuzzFeed.
Oh man, the BuzzFeed articles.
Group of white kids bully Mexican.
Fuck you guys, I'm not mixing.
Group
The
of
funny
white
thing is,
kids.
BuzzFeed
Group
would
of
definitely
white
get
kids
wrong my
bully Mexicans so
nationality.
hard he renounces national heritage.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
it's funny though because I know BuzzFeed would definitely get wrong like my national heritage. They definitely would not put like, all right, Nicaraguan Argentine with a little bit of Puerto Rican in there. Like they wouldn't do that.
No, they'd just be like Latino.
You're from Africa, get it right?
Yeah, I'm black, guys.
I mean, you're more black than me, I guess.
I'm definitely black to some extent, but just not that much.
And he's too much.
Ah, excellent. Thank you, C8, for coming through by clipping that already.
Oh god.
I mean, the one that's hilarious is the Coom one. Come on, you know it.
Good
Oh,
man,
God.
Brazilian.
Anyway, she was wearing a black vest and skirt, and a white blouse with red tie bordered by 2 large beads around her neck. On her short blonde hair was what appeared to be a red ribbon. Her red eyes focused on the boy, showing curiosity. "Hello there, mister." The girl greeted him before tilting her head. "You look lost." Yeah. I am." Izuku replied as he scratched his head. "Do you know where we are?" "I am Rumia. Rumia? Rumia?" She introduced herself before straightening her head back. "What? You don't know
4
where we
clips
are?"
in 10 minutes. A new record.
"What?" 4 clips in 10 minutes, oh yes. You don't know where we are, mister?" "No, I suddenly find myself..." Suddenly? Rumia was very interested in that word. "You don't live in the village?" "No, I don't. I live in Mustafu." He realized that there was something strange regarding the girl in front of him. "Is that so?" She slowly smiled. "Hey, mister, can I ask a question?" And that's the part where you start running for your fucking life. When you get lost in a forest and you go, "Hello, random person. How are you? Can you tell me where I am?" And the person goes, "So you're not from the village?" And then they start smiling. You go, "Ah,
I'm gonna turn around and walk the other way.
I'm just gonna
Yeah, you
start
go.
running now."
I'm in a horror movie. Fuck.
Except it's Rumia.
Izuku didn't reply.
Yeah, that's exactly why I agree.
He had a really bad feeling about this. The way she looked at him. The way she smiled. There was
Ugh.
something
Sounds like she's
definitely
gonna tell me to get in the van too.
wrong with her. There wasn't an option in the get in the van part with
Yeah, I
Rumia.
mean, Rumia's definitely a get in the van, Mister character.
May I
Like
eat
we
you?
got beer, we got rock cities. Get in the fucking van.
Anyway, so, "May I eat you?" Without waiting for an answer, Rumia jumped
Bruh.
towards the boy, her mouth wide open.
At least take a guy on a date first. Jeez.
I
He
mean, at least she asked
immediately-
for consent, even if she didn't like actually listen for it.
He immediately jumped to the side, causing the girl to the girl to missed her target and hit the tree. Wow, that's some fucking whiplash tensing.
Yeah, this author cannot write for shit.
2 paragraphs down hurts.
During the brief moment when he could see her mouth, Izuku saw that she had a set of sharper than normal teeth. I don't know if you can really, like, those would have to be some fucking wicked sharp teeth for it to be visually apparent. Because I don't know if you've ever looked at human teeth before. They don't look friendly, okay?
True.
All of mine are pointed.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god, I'm looking inside a chainsaw, but it's organic. An organic chainsaw. Which, now that I think about it, is pretty much what mouths are.
Friendly reminder that the filthiest mouth on the planet Earth, humans.
We may not have poison, but we just breed the bacteria to do it for us.
Exactly.
Anyway, so, the green-haired boy watched as the girl fell towards the ground, rubbing her head in pain. Not even a minute passed and she already rose up.
I mean, if she was lying on the ground for a minute, that'd be pretty fucking whack, dude.
Can we get some fucking, dongers in chat, guys? Like, damn.
Raise them dongers.
Fucking got
Like,
her
seriously.
down for a whole minute with just some wood.
I mean, God fucking damn it. Motherfucker.
Not even a minute passed and blah blah blah. Izuku could see that she was mad, gritting her teeth at him. Oh god, fucking
Yeah,
That was hurt human.
Yeah, I mean, it was hurt. What was she hurt? Was the tree hurt?
Rumia stated as she continued to glare at him. Wasting no more time, Izuku decided to run away from the crazy girl. Is that so? The girl commented as she started to float. Nothing better than to work up an appetite than hunting your own meal. Just run away, forehead.
Just run away, Pog.
Can we get some
Let's do
poggers in
it.
chat?
Pog. Hit that.
While he knew that the time was not right and he should be focusing on escaping with his whole body intact, Izuku couldn't help but started to think.
Yeah, this person doesn't know what the conjugation is.
I think I'm taking brain damage.
Same.
And yet you could persist in this.
Roll. I'm taking 2d8 psychic damage.
Oh god. Oh, I'm about to take more fucking psychic damage. Oh god.
No one to blame but yourself, sadly.
He couldn't help but started to think about Rumia's quirk upon seeing her flew towards him.
Ugh.
Get ready for
that's
it.
actually disgusting.
She could fly. Why does she stretch her arms into a T pose?
This person does not know tense.
Well, not only
Yeah.
that, it's the fact that they're trying to make it a meme where Rumia is flying at him in a T pose to assert dominance.
I mean, she does that.
She does that
Oh.
naturally.
Yeah, that's
It's
a canon thing.
not a meme.
It's
It's
still
not
a
a
meme. It's still
I
cringe.
mean, it's a meme, but it's older than the meme.
There's nothing older than the meme.
I mean, older than that meme.
Is that some sort of requirement or simply a style? The way she
Right,
flies...
actually, never mind. T-posing to assert dominance is older. Jesus did it. Am I wrong, though? Am I wrong?
Hey Max! Hey Ed!
What?
Do you think Jesus was the first T-poser to assert dominance?
He wasn't
I
the first to
don't
die
think
on.
you understand how crucifixion works.
Yeah, no. That
Listen,
crucifixion was a long-held punishment by the time Jesus came around.
listen. There was
True.
no asserting. One does not assert dominance when being crucified. One desperately hopes the Romans get bored and stab you in the side.
But he was T-posting though.
Yeah, he was T-posing, but he
There
was
were
not
two-
asserting dominance. That's the
there
thing
were
you don't
also two
understand.
other people T-posing beside him, so
True, true.
and again,
But they were also asserting dominance.
crucifixion
but Max,
was
they didn't come
very
back
old.
after they died.
True. True.
I don't
A
think he
friendly reminder
T-posed
that
out of the
crucifixion
grave,
was so
though.
terrible.
Hey,
The people
hold
who
up! You
invented
can't
it-
prove that Jesus didn't T-pose out of that cave.
You are correct, but you can't prove that he T-posed out of the cave.
I don't know. Maybe his animations didn't load yet.
They've
Animation
been
didn't
loading for
reload.
3 days. They better have worked.
Nah, they don't load until he comes out of the cave. What the fuck do you think, dude? Can't be wasting resources on things you can't see. That's
I
like game
mean,
design
God
101.
can see everything, so
Man,
You
that's
shut
one
your
fucking
whore mouth.
massive graphics card.
Yeah, dude. God's gonna get a fucking GTX,
Fucking renders
RTX
everything.
2080 Ti.
God has a server room of GTX 2080s to run the world.
RTX.
Okay, wait. The question is, does God use an AMD or an Intel?
Probably AMD. He needs a Threadripper performance to keep all those cores
That's
running.
fair. That's fair.
Multi-core performance, you know.
See, the suns are actually just heat sinks.
You know, that actually sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That's why they're so fucking hot.
'Cause
The Big Bang was just like the first computer with really bad fucking heat dispersion.
And some of the heat sinks collapse.
Yeah,
well, I
because
mean,
they
of
get too
course,
hot.
once they get too hot, they just gotta melt.
Yeah, or even over time, take structural damage, you know.
Oh god. Gravity manipulation, sphere of darkness, stream of energy balls, blah blah blah. What kind of quirk is that? Think, Mister, I'm hungry, let me eat you. No way, no way. You shouldn't be a villain at your age, especially. You talk too much. She shot more bullets at him. One of them hit his leg, causing him to stumble. He crawled away, knowing the girl's approaching him. Finally, and she's looking at him like she would a sizzling steak. No way, no way. I don't want to be eaten by a cannibalistic girl. Itakimasu, love sign, master spark. Suddenly, a ray of energy appeared from the sky and hit Rumia, sending the girl into the ground. It didn't stop there. The ray pushed her through the road into a trench. When the ray disappeared, the blonde girl ended up miles away. Hey there, that was a close one. Ain't it, Z?
I'm gonna fucking commit murder.
Oh yeah,
In
you want to explain
Call
this
of
one to
Duty.
us?
Yeah, okay, so basically, a long-held tradition into Fanon is that Marisa always ends sentences with either C or does it. And she doesn't, and I want to eviscerate anyone who thinks she does.
I see. And is there any reason for that, Fannon?
I think she did it like once or twice in one of the canon
I see.
bits of
Mhm.
story. And then everyone's just like, ah, she does it every fucking time.
Sort of
Thanks,
like
Suthner,
how
fucking
Danny calls Taylor kiddo like twice throughout the whole story, and then
Yeah,
everyone
something
was
like
just
that.
like, Danny only refers to Taylor as kiddo. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the my own thing.
Oh, it so fucking hurts.
My own. Just say your fucking name.
Anyway, blah 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 blah. Boy saw someone wearing a witch outfit. Thanks for the help. My name's Marisa Kurosame. Considering she attacked you, you're not from around here. I don't think so. What does that have anything to do with it? Ever heard of Gensoko? No. Yup, you're an outsider. Come on, hop on. She's weak, but can be persistent. This is gonna be a wild ride, Z. As they gained altitude, the boy realized something. I'm hugging a girl.
What? Oh.
Okay then.
Fine.
Props to you for actually attempting to pronounce that.
When they finally stopped flying and landed, Izuku knew why some people in TV or manga kissed the ground after not smooth plane ride or flying. I don't. Blah blah, Shinto shrine, blah blah blah. Remiu, oi, Remiu, you here? She kept calling
come
for
on. You can pronounce Remu. You
Remiu.
fucking muppet.
I don't know why you would try to challenge him like this. He know it ends poorly for me and Atin, who've known him much longer, and he likes us more too. I don't know why you thought it would work for you.
Upon seeing the donation box,
fucking caring. It's just
he
like,
picked up his wallet and
try,
took 2 500 yen coins. He tossed the coins into the box. Donation. The volume of the voice surprised both of them. It was followed by the sound of someone running. When Izuku turned his head to look, he saw a girl who was likely the Shrine Maiden. He was unsure due to her unorthodox outfit. Usually a Shrine Maiden, blah 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 blah. On her head was a ribbon, blah blah. Eye-catching were the detached sleeves and armpits. Ah yes, the armpits. Truly the most eye-catching part of Remiu.
Oh, give me some of them.
I mean,
is this line written right? Arm?
You
Who
say
the hell is translating this?
you say that, but oh boy, there's a lot of fucking armpit fetishists in the Tuo community.
I'm sure there are.
That's great.
And
They're
I wish there weren't.
They're Toho fans. We already know
Yeah.
they're filthy degenerates.
True.
Marisa, who
Remy's
is
a
the
part of
boy? Him,
I am.
is, hey, what's your
And-
name?
Your point?
It's
I was
Izuku
gonna say,
Midoriya.
you
Yep,
confirmed
Izuku.
the
He's an outsider, Zay.
Exactly.
Found him almost getting eaten by Rumia. Okay. He was a bit surprised when Marisa referred to him by his given name. Then again, she did give out a vibe of now not caring about politeness. First off, Izuku, you have my thanks for the donation. I am Remiu Hakure, Shrine Maiden of Hakure Shrine. Thank you for the offer. Geez, give you a donation and you will act nice, Zay. You really are one greedy woman, aren't you? Shut it, Marisa. Maybe if you act nicer, I will reply in kind as well. As if. And then they started bickering. And Izuku was like, wow, why are they acting like that? Such
Can we
a
just
fucking
end here?
riveting fucking story.
God damn it. I mean, the delivery doesn't exactly help, but still.
Blah blah. How'd you end up here? Blah blah. Gap. Blah blah blah. Bad news. Blah blah blah. Land of fantasy. Blah blah blah. Common sight. Blah blah. Fairy tales. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Not real fairies. Is not human. She's yokai. Yokai are a legend, myth. Blah blah blah. Land of fantasy. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Your mind knows that Rumia is a predator and you are her prey. Blah blah blah. Outside world is different. Fish out of water. Blah blah. Everything from myth is real. Yes, everything from myth is real. Blah blah. Gensoko. Blah blah. Yokai were born from dreams, blah blah. Gods, blah blah, faith, fear, blah 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 blah. Trying to explain Toho to someone who doesn't give a shit, blah 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 blah.
I mean,
Rant,
he's not even trying to explain to her, he's just fucking talking shit.
blah blah.
Literally out of his own ass.
Oh yeah, good, good.
Yeah.
His rant was interrupted by Remiu, who cleared her throat. Blah 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 blah. Blah, Marisa, since you're ready to figure it out yourself, I'm sorry, I didn't mean respect, I just deduced things. Blah blah, Hakurai barrier, separated against Soko from the rest of the world, which we call the outside world, it's a sanctuary. Do you know how I can return home? First, just call me Remiu. Second, of course I know how to get you home. You're not the first, and you won't be the last to arriving in Soko. That's why I brought you here, Zay. So anything I can help you with, Remiu. Help me carry stuff, blah blah blah. Kid, wake up. We're here, kid. Confused, the boy looked outside for the bus. Thank you much, sir. Just remember not to fall too deep into your sleep. He looked at the bus driver, but couldn't help but frown. He remembered sitting at the shrine while Remiu and Marisa went to pick up something that could get him home. There was a gap in his memory. One moment he was drinking tea, next moment he woke up in the bus. He didn't remember being on a bus ever. He wondered if he should contact the police about it. Oh, I get it. The bus driver is probably a reference to the Rosario vampire.
God fucking. That fucking piece of garbage.
Sunlight hit his face. Oh wait, so Izuku headed home and he went to sleep. And then when he woke up in Ginsoko. Again. Izuku, what are you doing here? Hearing the voice, he opened his eyes. Standing in front of him was shocked, with a shocked face, was none other than Remiu. He looked around to find out he was not inside the room, but instead the shrine. And he was like, eh? So this is literally every single time Izuku falls asleep, he switches the world he's in.
Yeah, basically.
Supposedly, according to Andros, Izuku gets magic later on and tries to pass it off as his quirk. Somehow.
I kinda want to fuck off.
And magic works outside of Gensoko. Somehow.
Die.
And yeah, so it's just generally a boring and bad story with horrible spag.
Yeah.
So that about wraps it all up for tonight. Wait, what am I being blamed with? You dude, you literally linked this story.
Fuck it. Brain dead.
Anyway, that will be all for tonight, I suppose. I'll stop torturing you people now, since everyone else seems to have really petered out at this point.
I'm so low energy now. It's just so much.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go watch some Trump rallies to get back my high energy.
You don't have any of that dragon energy there?
Nah, man. Just petered out, you know?
Yeah.
So
Lou posted this. Oh, Lou posted it. Well, I guess Lou's getting banned.
I'm not banned, but damn. Fuck him, dude. Fuck that guy.
Anyway, so we'll see you all next time. That'll be next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Maybe we'll have a stream this weekend talking about more world building. I'll let you all know if that's the case on my Discord with a big old pingaroo. So, until either of those moments happen, I will see you all next time, because of course it always gets worse. There's always more and it always gets worse. There we go.